Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. I am joined with two guests tonight. We have Charlie Robinson back again for the Manchester United game, and we are also joined by my former Talk Tonight co-host, Mitch Wilkes. That is his big claim to fame, really, Mitch. How are you doing?
I'm all right, thank you. I'm all right. I'm refreshed because we've had no football. I treated the international break basically as a week or two off from football because I think we needed it. So I'm happy. I've eased myself back into the Premier League weekend, so it's good. I'm looking forward to it, but I'm also nervous because everyone around us has dropped points, so we need to win this.
Yeah, absolutely. And how are you, Charlie?
I'm very well. Excited to be here again. Hopefully not getting bullied again.
Yeah, hopefully not. I'm trying to sort out this layout so it's not cutting off mine and Charlie's heads, but you never know. You never know. That just looks funny.
Ooh.
There we are. We'll sit like that. We'll sit like that. We don't chop off everyone's heads if we sit like that. So we are going to take a dive into the squads for tonight. They have been released nice and early for us, so we can have a look at those. Are you feeling confident about tonight's game, Mitch?
Quietly I am. Obviously, we had the reverse fixture was the one at the Amex, and obviously we had the very typical United penalty after the whistle was blown. That Bruno had to score because that's how United games go. But we weren't at our best in that. But that was a long time ago now. So I'm confident. I think we've hit a stride since then, and two, the defeat to Leicester before the break was a real kick up the backside for them. Hopefully, so to have a few heads back as well. I think obviously we'll go into the teams, but yeah, it's a strong lineup as well. So.
Yeah, sounds good to me. So we will have a look at the lineups and then we will jump into it. I can see a few people filtering through. Erin is in here as well, so thank you for stopping by, Erin. I appreciate it. And Jake was in here a little earlier on saying, yes, I'm smashing the streams out this week. Yeah, so I'll share the screen, and Shark KK is back in here for you, Charlie. So ready to bully you. Yes, Sam, Charlie and Sam is what he says. He even put you first there. So there we are. It is Charlie and Sam, not Sam and Charlie. But we'll pretend like that.
Can I ask a question?
Yeah.
Is Charlie the record appearance now, beyond the host, obviously? Is Charlie the record guest holder in terms of...
Yeah, I mean, I guess you are.
I'm the Gareth Barry of YouTube.
he's got 2 appearances now. Does that mean what does he get for the hat trick? Should he make the hat trick?
Do I get a cap?
I mean, should we get you to put my Tough Mudder cap on?
No, I'm all right. It looks awful.
Oh, great. Cheers. So we will move on to the teams today. I will go through them and then we'll go to Charlie and to Mitch for the team lineups today. So we have Dean Henderson starting in goal over David De Gea. I know both David De Gea and Dean Henderson are available for tonight's game. So maybe Dean Henderson has wriggled his way into this squad, which will be, well, good for him. Left back is Luke Shaw and Harry Maguire as left centre back. Pretty expected that, with Victor Lindelof in right centre back and Aaron Wan-Bissaka at right back. They then have Fred and Paul Pogba, who they have opted for. We have Mason Greenwood in the right attacking midfield, with Marcus Rashford in that left attacking midfield or right wing, left wing sort of role, and the main man himself, Bruno Fernandes or Bruno Fernandes at CAM, and Edison Cavani up front. Charlie, we'll go to you first. What do you, as you're drinking, that just made it awkward for you. What do you think to this Manchester United side? Where do you think the strengths are? Where do you think the weaknesses are?
I think the strengths lie now in Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's ideas of who's their number one. And I think now stories come out today that apparently De Gea is away at the end of the season. So it's Dean Henderson coming in at number one, and hopefully he can establish a good and proper relationship with the backline in front of him.
Yeah, absolutely. And Mitch, Victor Lindelof starting in centre half, maybe not everyone's favourite. What do you make of Victor Lindelof?
You know what? I have just had the weirdest love-hate relationship with Lindelof over the past couple of years because I like him as an individual centre-back. I don't think he's like the perfect centre-back. Like, he's got flaws to his game, don't get me wrong, but I think he's often been the scapegoat. And there's this strange agenda that Eric Bailly is the better centre-back, and I like Bailly, but you just get so much more out of Lindelof in terms of literally games. He's more composed. He's nursing an injury at the moment, but he's still more regularly available. I think he's just a more consistent figure at the back than Bailly ever offers. So I can understand where his weak points are and why people give him flack, because he's not perfect, but I think he's a sure option.
Yeah, he definitely is a very sure option, and I think he just needs to prove himself a little bit more. Scott McTominay not playing today. He is on the bench, though. Scott McTominay has been a standout performer for Manchester United this season. Be interesting to see his introduction. Moving on to the Brighton team, we have Robert. I was going to call him Roberto then. Robert Sanchez in goal with Ben White, formerly of Leeds, in that right centre-back role. Lewis Dunk and Joel Veltman cap off that three at the back defence, which I must say looks like a very, very strong defence if you were to look at them on paper. Pascal Gross looks like he's starting out on the right. We'll have to see where Leandro Trossard starts there. Bissouma, Lallana are the two central midfielders, with Jakub Moder of Albania? Jakub Moder, Poland. That's who it was. I did wonder, because he came up in the stream the other night. I can't remember which stream it was. And then Leandro Trossard, who has been in quite good form recently, with Neil Maupay and Danny Welbeck. So, Charlie, who are the main men to watch for Brighton tonight?
I think Danny Welbeck's been in quite not good form, but he's looked lively for Brighton, which is something that I never thought I'd have to say about Danny Welbeck again. But yeah, he's actually looking okay, which is really, really strange. And I think Jakub Moder is an exciting player for Brighton, particularly because he's very highly rated as a youngster. They brought him in from Lech Poznan as well and loaned him immediately back out, and he's just had a brilliant rise to the top.
Yeah, he really has. Mitch, who are you worried about in this team?
Individuals, I'm a big fan of Trossard. I think he's erratic. He's not always been there this season, but I think when he's on it, he's a serious player. I think there's a player there. And then Lallana as well, next to Bissouma in midfield. That's, for me, for my money, if they can go 90 minutes, that's a real good midfield too. You've got a lot of balance there. And yeah, I think we've got individual bits of brilliance, but also sort of enough to mud in and put something in there. Like Bissouma is just so good defensively, and then obviously they play a back three, so they've got a lot of defensive cover. So I think there's a little bit more emphasis on the team at Brighton rather than the individual, but they've definitely got both.
Yeah, they definitely do. I really like Lewis Dunk in this Brighton side. I think he is the rock at the back that they need. Ben White maybe hasn't reached the heights that people really expected, but well, what can you expect? He's made that step up from the Championship to the Premier League. Just looking at the benches, like we said, David De Gea is on the bench. Brandon Williams, Axel Twanzebe, Donny van der Beek, big name to be on the bench, as always. Nemanja Matic, Daniel James, Scott McTominay and Amad Diallo. And there is the injury list for Manchester United, which is quite a significant injury list at this current moment in time, with the main man, Phil Jones, out on the bench as well. And we'll just have a look at the standings. So this is how it currently stands for Brighton. Brighton are 3 points ahead of Newcastle United, who picked up a vital point at Tottenham Hotspur. Today, they were 1-0 up and then 2-1 down, but managed to steal a point away from Spurs. Spurs doing what they do best, and that's ironic coming from a Chelsea fan who lost 5-2 yesterday. But we will continue on and gloss over that minor hiccup. But Brighton have been in mixed form here. You can see 3 losses and 2 wins in their last few games, but the last 2 wins have been in the last 2 games, which feels like ages ago since the international break. And Manchester United are, well, I would say comfortably in second. They've got 2 games in hand over Manchester City. You'd hope that they are going to finish second this time around. Do we think Brighton are in that relegation dogfight? There we are, got the word out. Or do we think they are too far away? I'll start with you, Charlie. What do you think?
I think they're very much in amongst it. All it takes is 2 or 3 poor results, which Brighton are very capable of, as we've seen so many times this season. I think back to the game against West Brom before the international break, where they were all over them, and it was a bit of a big Sam masterclass like it was yesterday in the Chelsea game. And it was just sometimes their performances, the points that they've gotten, haven't been representative of the performances they're given, because they are a good outfit and they've got flashes of brilliance, and we've seen that before. So all it takes is Fulham to string a few wins in behind them, and Palace to, Brighton to lose out, and they're in that fight again.
Yeah, I totally agree. I think Brighton, for me, have been the biggest underperformers this season. Earlier in the season, on my channel, I actually put that Manchester City were the biggest underperformers. And at the beginning of the season, they really were underperforming. But for me, Brighton haven't taken the points which we really expected. Mitch, what are your thoughts? Who do you think will go down from we'll say the bottom? I guess Wolves. I guess Wolves are in that, really, when you look at them. Only 9 points above Fulham. So we'll go sort of to Wolves there. Who do you reckon will go down and join what looks like to be West Brom and Sheffield United going down?
Yeah, those two are down, let's be honest. They're absolutely bobbins. For me, it's a 2-horse race between Fulham and Newcastle. And for the longest time, I've said Newcastle are going to go down. I still think they will. I just don't see. They got a good result today, but against a really bad Spurs side, they were the better. They should have got a win, to be honest. They really should have won. Fulham, I like Fulham. I think they've got enough there. It's just they need to start making it happen. Today they went 1-0 up and they lost 3-1. They capitulated. They need to start making it happen, but I think they can. They've got an easy run in, and obviously they play Newcastle. I think it's on the last game of the season, isn't it? So by which point it should be decided, or if not, it'll be close. But yeah, for me, it's a 2-horse race between those two, really. Brighton, Burnley, Wolves, they've all got more quality or more unity. And for them, they're out of it as long as they say they are. If they're on the way, they're going to get dragged into that as individual errors at this point, which if any of those three sides were to drag themselves into it from that, it'd be very disappointing, wouldn't it?
Yeah, especially if it was Wolves. That would be totally mad. But if you just look there, Newcastle, whereas they haven't been winning, they have still been picking up points, which I guess is a positive. I guess you can see it as a positive or a negative. They have still been picking up points. We are a couple of minutes away from kickoff right now. Should be a 7:30 kickoff. So I'll stop sharing screens. And what we will do is we will have a quick discussion about score predictions. So we will go to the United fan first. Mitch, what is your score prediction for tonight?
I think we'll be a little bit rusty. I think every team's shown some sort of fragility since the break. So I'll probably say 2-1 United. I think there's definitely a goal there for Brighton, but I think we'll win.
Yeah, and Mitch and Charlie even, what is your score prediction for this evening's games? If you haven't already, drop your score predictions in the comments, guys, and we will get to them in a little while.
In everything in me wants to say Brighton win, but I just don't think it's going to happen. I think with Fred on the pitch, anything can happen. So it could well be a Brighton win. Graham Potter masterclass into the England job next season. And... but yeah, I think the best they can hope for is a draw. So I'm going to go 2-2.
2-2. 2-2. So those are the scores which Mitch and Charlie have opted for so far, and we will find out if they come true later on. What shall I go with? That is the question. I think it can be a difficult game, this, for Manchester United. They do seem to have that lack of form against Brighton. Oh, do I go for a shock? We'll go for a shock. We're going to go with a 2-1 Brighton win against Manchester United. So, like we always say, if we have any questions for Mitch, as he is new to the channel, we can go over old questions, whatever they may be, for Mitch. Give him a few in the channel. And, of course, drop a few for Charlie as well if you want. Let's have a look at the comments. Shark AK says, I'm saying 2-1. Jordan Spence, back again, is saying 3-1. 3-1 to United. Mitch, can I bully you, says Shark AK. That is the question. He's back again after bullying Charlie.
I mean, have you seen this haircut? Of course you can.
And he said earlier on as well, Fred shouldn't be on after the last match, poor mistakes. Was that the FA Cup?
That was Leicester. Yeah, FA Cup. To be honest, yeah. I'm surprised he stayed on far too long in that game. I'm surprised he started here, but I understand Solskjaer's thought process. At least I think I do. He's a defensive midfielder and he's got legs unlike Matic, but not good enough for me. But I can understand what he's done.
Yeah, absolutely. So if you are new to the channel, be sure to smash that like button, hit subscribe. We have got the goal of 30 after we did really well on the Chelsea stream. I decided to up it to 30. Last night we didn't quite reach it, but maybe we can tonight. And as you can see, I'm 4 subscribers away from 180 subscribers, which would be absolutely mental considering like a week ago I was on 150. So if we can hit that goal tonight, that would be spectacular. So we are about a minute away. I know Mitch will be slightly behind because of his stream. We are on the Fire Stick as well, so we'll be slightly behind. So hopefully, if any drama happens, Mitch won't be too far behind. Louis Edwards is back again. He can't get enough of the streams now after making his debut yesterday. 2-0 United is Louis' prediction. Thank you for stopping by, Louis. Really appreciate it. So. What questions can I fire at Mitch? Hard questions. Ooh. What is, from this Manchester United team, what is your dream midfield? If you had to put a Manchester United team together, choosing a midfield of the players which you have, who would you start and why?
Phil Jones. Just duplicate him 3 times, get him some new knees, play him 3 times. Phil Jones. Bring Smalling back, Italian side, skin, double pivot. No. It's a strange one because we've got, in an ideal world, I would be playing a single pivot. I'd play a 3-man midfield. I think it's the best way to get the best out of what we've got. But I just don't think we have the midfielder to do that at the moment. Fred, for me, doesn't do it. Matic is as good as done. And McTominay, I really like. But for me, if he was in a 3-man midfield, he'd play that box-to-box role, rotating with Van der Beek. You could essentially, I think you could perhaps train him into a sort of a deeper line role. I think he's definitely got the capabilities for it. And he's only young, so you could see him do it in the future. But for now, we need someone to sit behind like a McTominay or a Van der Beek and Pogba in the midfield or Bruno, and just sort of let that rotate then, 3-man midfield.
Yeah,
you could even go Pogba, Bruno. Really, if you have a top-class defensive midfielder, because I think Pogba does do the yards as well as Bruno. They both do the yards and getting backwards. It's just, again, it's coaching, it's drilling that in and getting used to the system.
Yeah, I must say I'm not a big fan of Paul Pogba, but there we are. That's one of those things, really, isn't it? He's not my cup of tea, but I can see why people do like him. A few comments coming through. A Liverpool fan and a United fan, yes, and we also have a Chelsea fan in me. So there we are. We've got 3 completely different teams on here. I will try and keep as neutral as possible because I know Charlie will be rooting for Brighton tonight. Mitch, can Manchester United win the league? I'm assuming next season. Can they win the league?
You know what? It's frustrating because we already won the league in January, so I don't know why people are saying that. But no, we're not far off. This C9 thing, we're not far off, but there's still plenty of work to do. I don't like to get excited, to be honest. I'm a bit pessimistic, but we're a couple of players off. But I think we're as close as we are to the league title than we've ever been for the past decade, really, since Fergie left. I know we finished second with Jose one season. He bigged it up, and I was a fan of Jose, but we was never close to City that season. So I think at the moment we're as good as we are as we've ever been, and we're just a few players off being able to sort of take it to teams rather than sit back in big games. And we just need to start being able to sort of dominate on all fronts rather than have to approach big games with a little bit more caution. I think that's the step we need to take, but it's a big step to take. You know what I mean? It's not something that you can just do. It's sort of where the manager earns the money, I suppose. Yeah,
it's something that happens really. There's a bit of a feedback loop there. It's something that's really not going to happen overnight for Manchester United. We are 2 minutes in. The football has kicked off. Just nothing has really happened so far, which is why there is no commentary. Charlie is keeping a keen eye on it. I can see him glancing over. We'll move through the comments. Paddy Stewart is here. Great for dropping by. Thank you, mate. Really appreciate it. Oh, never mind. I won't bully Mitch because he's a United supporter. There you are, Mitch. You've been bailed out of that one. We need to sign a good defender. Maguire was a waste of money. Oh, I maybe won't say he's a waste of money. He's a good centre back. Is Harry Maguire?
Not a waste of money.
If you look at the stats, then Harry Maguire has been good. Maybe a little bit overpriced for what he has been.
Well, yeah,
but I don't think so.
I'll chip in. Yeah, he's not. Look, I'm not his biggest fan. Like, I won't rave about him, but he's certainly not worth the money we paid for him. But you can't say he's not good. He's a very good centre back, and I think if you brought in a top class centre back to play with him, like, you know what I mean. If you just sat him next to Ruben Dias now, the agenda would be completely different. So yeah. I think to say he's a poor defender's back is a bit. I think he's just been hampered in sort of the role he's having to play, but I don't think he's a poor centre back.
Moving on, Sam, do you know Oliver Eaton has a brother called Corey Eaton who does a show as well? Yes, I do know that. They do both do a similar show. Moving down, Koala Chris, lovely to have you back, Chris. Thank you for stopping by. Really do appreciate it. United will lose today. Big statement there. He's going with me. He's going with my prediction of a Brighton win for this evening. Thoughts on Ollie playing Fred, Mitch? You briefly touched on it, but what do you reckon?
Yeah, I get it. I understand what he's doing, sort of, maybe, because he wants a defensive midfielder in the side, and he doesn't see McTominay as that, and he doesn't see I don't think he sees McTominay as capable of holding it down on his own. So I can understand why he's put Fred in that sense, but for me, probably could have maybe risked it even for 45 minutes. You know, played Pogba and McTominay. It's a double pivot. I really want to see that, Pogba and McTominay, just to see how it fares. And but I can understand why in a game sort of not as big as this, but when rivals have dropped points, then we can go 9 clear of Chelsea, for example, in fourth. I can understand why he's got that reservation in him.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm not sure who went down injured there. I couldn't quite see it. Charlie, did you catch that?
Basuma.
You think it's Basuma? He's a good player, Basuma. I really rate him.
Basuma.
He's one of my favourite players in this Brighton team, I must say. Who is the best player of all Manchester United player of all time for you, Mitch? Maybe not all time, but say 21st century. We'll go for that, Mitch. That's probably your era.
21st century. Massimo Taibi, Lee Grant. No,
they sound good to me.
It's difficult, isn't it? Because we rarely since before 2013 we were spoiled. Like Ronaldo was one, Rooney, Ruben Nistelrooy. I mean, I grew up. I played in net as a kid, so I grew up like watching goalkeepers. So I loved Van der Sar, but to me, it's a toss up between Ronaldo and Rooney. I'd probably add Rooney just because he's carried us through so much, and I think he's really underrated. So it's probably Rooney for me, but.
Rooney for you. Fair enough.
I agree with that as well. I would always say Wayne Rooney is he's just who you think of when you think of Man United, especially our generation growing up. I always just get reminded of that overhead kick against Man City.
Definitely. That was very iconic, I must say. So Basuma just looked like he landed a little bit funny on his elbow there. Bit of treatment has sorted him out though, by the looks of things, and he looks like he's able to carry on. It did look like a bit of a funny fall, but Bruno Fernandes looking to thread through. He couldn't make up his mind there. Couldn't make up if he was going for Greenwood or Cavani, and it's died out. But that looked like an awkward pass there from Sanchez in goal. Nearly had the ball nicked from Marcus Rashford. A little bit of early pressure here from Manchester United. Fred picking the ball up nice and early on. Can Man United get an early goal and settle the nerves a little bit, because Brighton will be full of confidence, especially after the first leg of the game, I guess is the phrase I'm looking for. The reverse fixture, if you will. We also have Rashford has been on a form lately, has done lots of things. He's not been bad, to be fair. Marcus Rashford has really started to pick up in recent weeks, recent months, which I've been very impressed with.
I think the 2-week break as well has helped him massively. The little pull out of the England squad, like he looked really. The last couple of games, he looked like he was really struggling with injury, and it's difficult for us to say as fans really. Oh.
That was some effort there. Harry Maguire whips the ball back in. Sorry, Mitch, to interrupt you. Oh,
no, it's fine. It's fine.
Mason Greenwood rattles the post from about, 14 yards out there, inside the box. He looks to put another ball in. Can Pogba get on that? No, cleared out again. Early warning signs for Brighton there. Shot across. Unlucky from Mason Greenwood. One of the best finishes. Fallen to Cavani again. Can't do anything. It looks like it's going to be an exciting game, this one. Lots of opportunities and lots of pressure as Basuma turns away from Bruno Fernandes. Sorry, Mitch, continue with what you were saying.
Yeah, no, I was just saying Rashford, I think it's difficult to always know exactly what's going on, but I think he's been nursing injuries for a while. He's played a lot of football. So that little break was definitely needed for him. So hopefully he can sort of just look a little bit more fresh now. Martial's injured too as well now, apparently. Looking like the end of the season. I'm not his biggest fan, but it's them numbers, isn't it? It's numbers in the squad.
Yeah.
So we could do with him staying fit now.
Yeah, precisely. And poor group says Charlie sitting like a little boy listening to an online class. Beautiful, beautiful. Absolutely.
Do you think that Rashford's pulling out of the England squad was actually a pulling out of the England squad, or do you think there were a bit of Alex Ferguson tactics where he's just, they're injured, they're not playing, go on?
I think it was a bit of both. I think he's not the type to pull himself out of the England squad. I think he's too proud to play for his country. I think he's one of them who sees himself as like a bit of a leader. I don't think he'd want to do that. But I think at the same time, the club officials has probably had him in their ear and gone, you could do with a 2-week break. You could do with that.
Yeah, I think that was the same with Trent. About it. It might have been a similar thing for Trent Alexander-Arnold to try and keep them fit and get them back into the game and back into the team, because we saw last night Trent had a fantastic game for Liverpool in that 3-0 almost demolition, really, wasn't it, of Arsenal in the end. And it was a convincing performance, and hopefully Rashford can be back to his very, very best. We've just seen the replay there of Mason Greenwood hitting the post. Very early warning signs for Brighton, not Manchester United. I got distracted there because Brighton are on the attack. What can they do with the ball here? It looks like they've kind of lost the opportunity here, but they might be able to do something. Ball whipped in, and it's just hit Trossard and has gone out of play. Paddy's trying to get me to pin a message that said Sam Redgate-Large is the best. Thank you, but I won't be pinning that one. As much as it means to me. Koala Chris says, loving the channel, the start of great things in your sports journalism career. Thank you. I really appreciate that, Chris. Hope you're doing well, mate. Hope you're doing well. Sam equals English teacher. Charlie equals Australian guy. Mitch equals my mate from the street. There you are. We all have our niches. Apparently, I was like an English teacher.
Mitch is just our kid, you know.
Is that it? Yeah.
He is. Ball out wide here. Can they get the ball in? Lovely switch. Danny Welbeck on the back post with a header brought down by Connolly. Well defended there by Victor Lindelof for Manchester United, just to tuck it out of play.
Just imagine that guy Welb's hat-trick today.
I know. Imagine the scene.
Has he ever scored a hat-trick beyond us? It's all been downhill since he tried to chip Manuel Neuer in 2014, honestly. Literally, I'm sure he still thinks about that every night. I do.
He definitely does. He definitely does. Danny Welbeck's a really strange footballer in the sense that he's actually, for England, he did really well, and it was really weird. He didn't do, obviously, he wasn't like a Michael Owen or a Wayne Rooney sort of well, but he did pretty damn well for a sort of bang average footballer, didn't he? And
of course.
At the end of the day, he's just he's been plagued with injuries, and maybe we haven't seen the best out of Danny Welbeck that could have been. Maybe he's not to the same level as Daniel Sturridge, but maybe he's on that sort of lines. It's a what if, what he could have been for Manchester United and for Arsenal. Clearly there was talent there because Arsenal wanted to sign him. United had him for so long. Ball out right. Neil Maupay whips the ball in. Danny Welbeck! Oh, Danny Welbeck! Go on, Welbeck! What a man! And it is 1-0 Brighton. That man Welbs has scored. Get in! Mitch, you're very quiet.
It's going to be him, wasn't it? Of all the people, it was going to be him. You know what? I'm going to peel back the curtain there, the fourth wall, lads. My stream is behind, so I'm not reacting in real time. I'll be completely honest with you. My stream's died.
No, you'll be pleased to see it.
It is a ball whipped in from Neil Morpie. A lovely ball in. Danny Welbeck beats Aaron Wan-Bissaka to the header. It is a good initial save from Dean Henderson, but he needs a little bit of help there. And Danny Welbeck has finished it off with his head, and that gives Brighton a 1-0 lead. And it looks like the masterclass will be on. And Mitch looks very, very...
That's a strange goal, man. It was going to be Welbeck, wasn't it, of all the people? And funnily enough, but when I was in the conversation, I was going to say I don't think we've ever actually seen the best of Welbeck because of injuries. But yeah, it's just a strange one. I'm just trying to wait to see a replay to see what went on there, because the rebounds are a strange one. There's very little anyone could do about that. There's not much Henderson can do in the sense that it's already too low for him to gather. Shaw can probably close the crossbar. Defensively, it's poor.
Yeah, I think he's got Lindelof flat-footed as the cross, and he's just completely missed.
Lindelof has no idea, and Wan-Bissaka, we see it too many times positionally from him. I'm so suspect over Wan-Bissaka positionally. Don't do it for me.
Let's look through the comments for the goal. Why is Charlie getting bullied all the time? That's just how lovable Charlie is. Yeah. It's easy. Chris says, goal Brighton. Yeah, what a goal it was as well. What great timing as well. We were literally just speaking about Danny Welbeck. That was actually amazing. Let's bully Mitch now.
Can we do some talking about Cavani?
No, we'll leave that one. Welbeck scores against his former club. Yes, he does. Shah's changed his last name to Redgate-Large. I don't know why I didn't pick up on that. But there we are. With his picture of Mason Mount as well, Mitch, which he's changed specifically because I like Mason Mount. Marcus Rashford, what can he do in this left wing position? And it hits the defender and goes out for a corner. I'm so mad. Wan-Bissaka, Wan-Bissaka got bullied in the air there, really. Last message, please. I don't know what you put, Paddy. Send it again. I don't think I've seen it. I can't see it, Paddy. You'll have to send it again. Guys, let Charlie speak. There we are. Thor wants you to speak. The God of Thunder wants you to speak.
Hi.
There we are. We spoke. There you are, Thor.
It's frustrating because we're playing some good football there as well, but that is just poor defensively from the cross. It's just basic things getting wrong there, but just sod's law, and you hit the post and then that happens.
It was the defensive play from Aaron Wan-Bissaka there wasn't great. He got absolutely beaten in the air there, and he just pulled away from him. And
I think that is the thing that we lack the most at times: defensive authority, and no matter how many centre backs you can sign. Like, the thing is, everyone says we need a new centre back in summer, and I don't disagree. But we've signed so many centre backs over the past couple of years, and we spent a lot of money on them. We need some defensive coaching to some degree, because you can sign as many as you want, but if you don't practice defending and things and get that right and get that down, then there's an issue somewhere. For me, Wan-Bissaka is just positionally so poor.
Yeah,
Lindelof.
The ball go out there. That wasn't great. That was really awful. You'll see that in a second, Mitch. That was awful. He did take a bit of a heavy tackle there. He really did. Brighton aren't the best side, but they have played great attacking football this season. Yeah, we were saying that earlier on, actually, Chris.
Yeah.
They have been really unlucky. I think if you actually look at their XG, which is their expected goals, it is a lot higher than what it is. They've just been unlucky in so many different terms, and by every stretch of the imagination, they've been unlucky this season, and it's just been really, really.
Greenwood's looked sharp so far. Greenwood's looked sharp so far. Fancy a goal entrance, man.
I don't know how I feel about Mason Greenwood. Sometimes I'm watching.
What do you mean you don't know how you feel?
Sometimes I watch him and it looks electric, and then other times I watch him and I just think, he could have done better there, you know?
Talk to me about strikers. Strikers Roberto Firmino.
You should. I had some Roberto Firmino slander for you last night, Mitch. It was a tough showing, and then Jota came on and bagged. So
I just showed him up as soon as he came on.
Well, did we say last night? Did we have the debate of who we'd rather have, a Firmino or Werner?
Yeah,
did we have that on the stream?
You said you'd rather have Firmino than Werner.
Yeah,
I think I would rather have Firmino than Werner. I don't like either of them.
Yeah, the highlights reel, which I did earlier, I don't know if you've seen it, Mitch, but it has some quite funny moments. It very much the curse of the commentator is what I have at the minute. As we could tell by the fact Danny Welbeck then went and scored after we were talking about it. So we'll move on. Charlie, I respect you for not being toxic, although you're a Liverpool fan. because we are rivals. Harry Kearns is back. Great to see you, mate. Thank you for stopping by. Hi, mate. You've probably covered it, but delighted to see Henderson ball whipped in there. Oh! Lewis Dunk, great save by Dean Henderson just to tip the ball over there. Lewis Dunk from the free kick has had a header just tipped over. Great save by Henderson.
It's a big game for him, this. Big game. Obviously, the news, like we touched on it pre-match very briefly, the news of De Gea. And it's regardless of what, like, De Gea, I don't know what, I've been De Gea's biggest critic over the past year or two, but regardless of what you say, he's kept us afloat for the past couple of years. He was the best keeper in the world at one point for us. So it's big for Henderson to sort of step up now. Like, it's not as easy as doing it, you know. He's got a lot of trust put in him now.
Yeah, corner whipped in here. A lot of pressure on the goalkeeper there, wasn't there, Charlie?
Yeah, they're really, really making a fuss about being in that 6-yard box on top of Dean Henderson.
Yeah, but the counter-attack looks like it's... Trossard has done fantastically there, and now Brighton are off back the other way. This is a very, very open game. I did not expect this. Ben White is bombing up this right-hand side. Back to Trossard. Can Lallana do anything with it now? He's looked over the top for Morpie and well defended there by Harry Maguire just to guard that into the hands of Dean Henderson. I forgot his name there after we were just speaking about him. But yes, Harry, I'm glad to see, well, specifically for an English perspective, I'm glad to see Dean Henderson back in the Manchester United side and actually doing a half-decent, well, I say half-decent. He didn't do badly on the first goal. It wasn't his fault. So coming from a Chelsea fan, that's all you can ask for. That is all you can ask for. So there we are. Just the confirmation of the scores there. I'm trying not to chop off mine and Charlie's head with all of these banners coming on. I know it is a very tight squeeze on the screen at the moment, but nevertheless. Paddy says, I weren't the first to say, just comment your predictions, you know, Sam. Why do you keep bringing up this mini beef we had on an Oliver Eaton comment section? That was the time to be alive, Mitch. You missed that. Me and Paddy having beef on Oliver Eaton's comment section. Brighton's under-23 manager went to Stockport County and has got them playing very attacking football too. Great to see. Sorry, I thought something was going to happen there. Great to see Brighton not holding back and attacking against bigger sides. Yeah, I think that's all you can really ask for from the smaller sides, Chris. I really do. I think that is the one thing you have to ask for from the smaller sides is that they attack and they make a game of it. And they don't do what I was going to say what West Brom did, but West Brom were fantastic yesterday for the most part. So, you know, they don't just sit back and let the teams onto them and just play for the point. Brighton go into every game looking for 3 points, and that is what has caused the problems for Manchester United in both games this season. I remember me and Charlie were sat in here for the last game and we were going crazy. And well, it looks like it's going to be another intense game, and it looks like it should have some more goals in it, at least, especially if Mitch's prediction and your prediction are going to come off. So we are 20 minutes into the game here. It has been very, very open, and I have been pleasantly surprised at the standard of this game, I must say. I've been very pleasantly surprised. How did Chelsea get on yesterday, mate? I don't know, Harry. I really don't know. Do you mind reminding me? I have actually released a highlights package on my channel, so if you want to go click on there and come back or whatever, then feel free. It should be, well, I thought it was quite funny. I don't know if Charlie thought the same, but that wasn't very
It was funny. It was funny live. Watching it back's even funnier, to be fair.
Yeah.
I didn't actually see the game. I'm still yet to see the game. I was in work for the game. I just seen the result. I was like, well shocked. So I need to actually,
Yeah. Mason Greenwood, is he going to get on that? Edison Cavani, Charlie, what have you made to Edison Cavani this season? I think he's been one of those players who, coming in from a different league, maybe had a lot of pressure on him, having played in Italy and France before, but I don't think he's done much wrong.
Yes, I expected him to be a Falcao again, to be fair. I thought he'd just be another one of those United signings where it's just a hit and miss, and he got off to a flying start, I think. Mitch will correct me if I'm wrong, but I think it was a few goals on his debut, was it?
Was it his debut? I don't think it was his debut. It was the Southampton game that it really kicked off for him. Came off the bench and got that one.
I think he brought you back from the death or something like that. But
yeah,
he's looked like
he went on a run after that.
I think he's probably going to be. He's a good player for the younger players to look forward to, and learn a thing or two from, because he's your typical centre forward. Like, he's quite classic in a way. He's a target man, but he's not that big, so he puts himself about anywhere.
Yeah, I totally agree. I'm just reading the comments. Paddy's just saying to blame Palace fan. I'll leave it there. I will blame Palace fan. He didn't subscribe to me, Paddy, so I'll let you off. So we are 23 minutes in. If you are new around here, be sure to like and subscribe. We are edging ever closer, like I said earlier, edging ever closer to that 180, which has absolutely shot up. I didn't think I'd be anywhere near this. Yesterday, I had a fantastic day for gaining extra subscribers. So if we can top that over to 180, that would really cap off my weekend, and it'd do a great job for me. Edison Cavani is a player with so much talent, and he is such a high caliber player. And everyone is asking for Charlie to speak more. So, Charlie, you take the lead.
I literally just spoke. Mitch can speak.
Yeah, Mitch, there you are.
Well, what's the agenda?
Exactly. There is no agenda.
I'm just trying to watch it. We're just frustrated at the moment. We're playing really good football, but it's just that final third. There's no quality there. The last ball's looking. Bruno looks hurt now, but he won't come off. But the last ball at the moment's not there.
Yeah. Bruno did look like he picked up a little bit of a nut there. That would be a big loss.
Did Wan-Bissaka end up declaring for the Democratic Republic of Congo?
I don't think
He's
so.
He's not said anything. Yeah, I don't think he's no use to England anyway.
Oh yeah, I don't think he's going to get near there anytime soon. So
yeah.
He's no better than James or Trent or whatever. I mean, I don't mind from a selfish point of view because it's a United player. So, but yeah, I don't. Think
Harry asked Mitch, does Van der Beek leave this summer? Would you want him to leave?
No, not at all.
That was a no, Harry. Did you get that?
It was a no in case you didn't get it. No, he's fine. He's literally fine. He needs to do more, but everyone knows that he's fine. He's a young kid. He's playing a completely different style of football in the Netherlands to here. He's fine. It will take time, but he will be a top player. Be it for us or maybe someone else down the line, but he will be a top player. He's an intelligent player. He's just, and I think the difficulty is as well, everyone sees him as a direct competition or comparison to Bruno, and he's just not that at all. So
yeah, that is the problem, I must say. I think I agree with that. I think he can play a little bit further back, which is his benefit. But the problem is that midfield of Manchester United, what a run this is. Oh, I thought they were going to get a goal there. That was some run there.
Adam Lallana footwork for you.
Yeah, Adam Lallana footwork. But I think the problem is that Manchester United midfield is probably one of your strongest areas in the whole thing, that central midfield role, especially with Scott McTominay now performing pretty damn well, if you ask me. Fred, other than, the last game where he made that obvious mistake and awful mistake, he has been a good player.
Yeah,
Brighton corner coming up again.
I'm not a big fan of him, but he's been fine this season for a lot of the time. Like in a few games, he's been fine, Fred. So I can understand why.
Yeah,
but it's definitely a position we need to strengthen.
Yeah, it looks like it's going to be another Brighton corner, like Charlie said. It'll be interesting to see if they crowd Dean Henderson again. That seems to be the tactic on these corners, to put Henderson under pressure. He's not the tallest of keepers.
They usually have a much taller starting line as well, do Brighton, with Dan Burn, and I think they usually Webster, is it? Yeah. I think that they usually have playing. I don't know if they're out injured or something, but
yeah,
the problem.
It's a strange tactic that from Brighton. Sorry, it's a strange tactic.
Oh, he's dropped it. Oh, Dean Henderson dropped that onto the back of the Brighton player, and he has got away with one there.
Well, that's the thing, man. I think eventually you're going to... I mean, it's not a bad tactic by any means. I don't disagree with it. If you can do it, then do it. But it's just like, if it was De Gea, I'd completely understand it. But Henderson's he's been quite commanding. Even though he's just done that and dropped it, he's not someone that'd be shaken by that. You know what I mean? So it's an interesting one. Maybe they planned for De Gea to be in there and they've just gone, well, we'll go with it.
Yeah. He isn't the biggest of keepers.
No,
which is
he's not. Yeah.
Oh, Bruno goes for the... Yeah, that was rubbish. He went to chip the keeper there. Saw him off his line, but didn't do a very good job. He's not the biggest of keepers, especially when you stood next to Lewis Dunk. We're just watching that replay again. He catches it and then drops it onto Harry Maguire. Doesn't actually get a full grasp on it, but fortunately, Captain Fantastic is able to rectify the mistake there. So we'll have a look through some of the comments, as we've got a few comments as Brighton play out from the back. I don't know where I got to. Shah says, huge announcement. Sam is teaching an online class right now. Okay. I have a question for Charlie. How does it feel that us, bracket Spurs, are above you?
It should feel bad.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's bad that any Jose Mourinho side is above a top 4 side, you know?
That was naughty.
Well, I mean, right now, I don't know what Mourinho's got to do to start playing the attractive football. Well, not that he's known for, but that we want to see from him.
Hey, man, he scored 100 odd goals with Real Madrid. Let's not forget that.
Yeah, but
Keep Mourinho
as well.
It hurts, man. It hurts.
I'm sad to see it. Even though he has managed both Chelsea and United, I am sad to see that he's in such dire position. And I don't think going to a club like Spurs has helped at all.
No, it was always a weird one, wasn't it?
Expectation is just not really materialised for him. But they seem to. I mean, I think they bottled it today a bit, but you know, it's even worse that they're above us when they're doing stuff like that. But I doubt they'll finish above Liverpool, really.
Yeah, I think they'll get top 4, to be honest.
Yeah. Next question. Would you like to see Lingard back at United, and should he have been given more of an opportunity under Ole Gunnar Solskjaer?
No, I think we've moved on from him, man. This was always the issue with him going to a loan on a Premier League club. Like, United fans know that on his day he's a good player. He's shown it plenty of times, but we've moved on from him. He's a good player. He's nothing more than good. And he's fitting at West Ham because that's his level. If he comes back to United, it's just more of the same. Like, why go backwards? We don't need him anymore. Just get a fee for him, let him move on, let him play some football.
Yeah, I think Jesse Lingard, we all knew the talent, actually, with Jesse Lingard. And, you know, hopefully this can kick on his career, especially if West Ham can sort of stay in that sort of Champions League, Europa League battle. Because I don't think, like, as good a player as he is, I don't think he gets into any of the big 4 sides. Lindelof making a poor touch there. Doesn't get into any of the big 4 sides or the big 6 at this current moment in time, because attacking midfielders is where, other than maybe Liverpool actually, is where the teams are at their strongest. Chelsea obviously have Mason Mount, Kai Havertz, Christian Pulisic, if you will. Lovely bit of skill there from Marcus Rashford. Can he do anything with it? No. Defended nicely by Brighton. Yeah, I think, to be fair, like I said, I think it's only Liverpool really that are maybe lacking an attacking midfielder.
They don't really need one though, do they? I don't think their system accommodates one, to be honest, does it?
It's more 2 centre mids and a defensive mid more than anything. But I think it's nice to have, like, to be able to utilise it. I think with like rumours that Coutinho could be coming back on the cheap, I'd definitely take it.
Yeah, Shah says BRB
would you take it?
Yeah, I'd definitely take Coutinho back. I mean, a massive amount of the fan base don't, but I think, like, if you look back at what he did for the club and what he can do, even when he went on loan to Bayern Munich, he had an excellent season. And, like, that was in the European winning season. And obviously, he's going to get a little bit carried in a Bayern Munich squad. But I think he's got it in him. But the question is now, under Klopp, the injuries that he has received, like, it's his back that keeps going, I think, and he misses large amounts of the season. I just think that's his only problem, because we know that he's got the talent to be able to do something, and we know that he's just a Liverpool player. He just performs on big occasions.
He's 28.
He's 28. Yeah. It's not bad, is it? I mean, he's coming into his best years, but I just feel like he'd be going backwards. But I mean, it's not a bad option at all.
Yeah. Shah asks, Mitch, do you want to fade?
I've moved on from the fade life currently. This time a year ago, they'd be itching for one, but moved on. Moved on.
Fair enough. So I was just looking at the attacking outlets on Manchester United versus Brighton, and it seems to be pretty even. Manchester United maybe dominating a little bit, but seems to be pretty even.
We feel very lethargic at the moment. We're taking too many touches on the ball. Like a minute ago as well, Cavani and Rashford, I think it was a 2-on-1 almost. And just Cavani just flowed the ball. Like, it wasn't a good enough ball. Like, that final pass, you got to kill them situations off. We've got enough of the ball to do it.
Yeah, precisely. I'm just trying to work out. I can hear a high-pitched noise. I don't know if you can hear that.
I can't hear that.
I think it's my Xbox. You might be able to unplug my Xbox by reaching around.
He's like nudged in there live, like super glue.
I don't know. But I can just hear it in my ear, and it's just like, I wonder what that is. I didn't want anyone to pick it up.
Mason Greenwood looks lively.
Yeah,
He does.
First 30 minutes, he's probably been the standout player for Manchester United currently. Number 15, is that Moder? He's massive.
I don't think that's Lewis Dunk.
I don't think it is.
Moder is a big lad.
15.
15. Jakob Moder. Says on my screen.
He is a big lad.
Yeah.
I think that must just be what they want in the back line, Brighton, just height.
Yeah. Burns exactly the same though, isn't he? He's
and Webster. Webster's huge.
They've been playing him like left wing. Yeah, Moder. Yeah. Honestly, it put me off. Like I didn't realise he was that tall.
You've got to love a centre mid like you've ever seen who can just retain the ball under pressure like that.
Yeah. He's a poor man's Mateo Kovacic, I'd say.
Oh God.
He's one of the best in the world, Mateo Kovacic. One of the best in the world. Mark my words. Mark my words. Oh, what a time to be alive. 35 minutes. Can United get a goal before half time? Wouldn't be a bad.
I'd like a goal. Yeah,
wouldn't be a bad thing.
I'd like to go before half time.
To get a goal before half time. I think it definitely spice up the game a little bit, but we saw yesterday how much a few extra minutes can do for a football team. As Marcus Rashford, can he do something with this now? Tries to go for a nutmeg, rolls it back to Bruno Fernandes, and Luke Shaw weren't on the same wavelength there, and it goes out for a goal kick. What is Greenwood's best position? I think I'm going to go with... I think, I don't know, maybe in a couple of years it will be striker. But at the minute, I think he works better off that right-hand side or off the left-hand side at the minute. I don't know what you guys think to that.
I think he's a striker personally, out and out. I think he's just he reminds me. I'm not saying it by any stretch of the mile that he is Aguero, but he's got a range of finishing. Like Aguero's got that range of finishing where he could create an angle from outside the box and he could finish it just as easily as inside the box. Like he's just comfortable doing that. Greenwood can also do that. He can hit him far as well as close in, which I think is why people sort of like to see him from the right flank because he can take a player on as well. But I personally think he's better down as a striker. It'll come with time, like you say as well. I think maybe in a few years, and it's always difficult as a younger kid to stake your claim there. But for me, I think he probably deserves a run of games there now. For me, I think he's looked bright a few times now, when he's played there. So I'd like to see him get a run of games down the middle.
I agree with that. I think he's one of those players who he gets the ball on either foot, and he's just like, as I said earlier, I never really know what to think, but you know that when he gets it on either foot, he's a danger either way. And yeah, probably coming in towards running at the end of the season, depending on the point situation. I think they'll secure top four. It depends whether they want second or third or whatever. For Man United, I think he'll probably end up starting up top for a few games.
Yeah, I think the problem with him at the minute is the fact that Martial and Marcus Rashford are going to be members of this team for, you'd assume, for a long while.
I'm not sure about Martial.
No, Martial will go.
I'm just thinking about age. Okay, with the age of them,
age-wise,
they will be there for a while, and that is the problem with Mason Greenwood in this team, is that if Martial finds that form, if Rashford probably will stay for a few more years, but if they find that form, then you've got the problem that Mason Greenwood is always going to be younger, and unless he really hits those top heights, he's not going to overtake, especially Marcus Rashford, because Marcus Rashford has been fantastic, and Harry Kern says Martial is very overrated.
I think Martial's got Spurs written all over him.
He's got. I don't know. Not while Mourinho's there, because Mourinho wanted him gone when he was at United. I think if Mourinho leaves Spurs, then potentially, yeah, but Mourinho wouldn't sign it because he wanted him gone for Perisic when he was at United. But yeah, I don't think he's got long left. I think Ollie's lost faith in him, to be honest, a little bit in this season.
He just never looks asked. Do you think a return, maybe like a PSG move might be on the cards for him?
I understand why people want to defend him and stuff, and I don't like to bash players, but they try and make excuses for him. He's a striker. He's 25. He's scored 20 plus goals in one season. It's not good enough. Certainly not good enough for United. So he's good done for me.
Yeah, Pogba's just one over there. Typical Paul Pogba, really, that for me. I think he's overrated massively. No doubts in the talent there of Paul Pogba, but not for me, not the player for me. And that was absolutely awful, wasn't it?
That was a bad shot. That was
really awful. Really awful. We are 7 minutes away from half-time, and we will have a half-time show. Hire or liar.
Look at Joe's comment.
Look at Joe's comment. What's Joe put?
Mitch Wilkes Shaka.
Thoughts about Lingard again, Mitch? We've already spoken about that, Thor. Unfortunately,
Lingardinho. Yeah, I just basically said he's fine, but he's not United quality anymore. Let's be honest.
Yeah, I don't know why.
Time's moved on.
I just accidentally put something on the screen. I'm just preparing for the halftime show. Is what I'm doing currently. As we are 7 minutes away, like I said, the score remains 1-0 to Brighton and Hove Albion, thanks to a fantastic Danny Welbeck goal. Mainly fantastic because me and Charlie were speaking about it just as we went in. So that is the main reason. It was a fantastic goal.
Can I come on my phone?
Joe wants the joke.
Is that Joe Hollins? I knew it was. He wasn't saying anything. I knew it was. Joe Hollins. I knew it was the way he was commenting, but I thought I'm not going to put it out there. I knew it was.
Brilliant. I need to think of some topics for Hire.
I can hear Joe Hollins laugh now.
Oh, I can hear him cackling away now to himself, buzzing with himself.
Brilliant. Corner whipped in here. What can they do? Lewis Dunk goes up for it, but Man United can counter-attack there. Lovely from Fred. Being pulled back by Lewis Dunk. Lewis Dunk getting full strides there. Mason Greenwood, what can he do? Looks up, trying to hit Bruno Fernandes. And it ends up being a foul from Bruno Fernandes, a flailing elbow there.
Joe Hollins just tried to FaceTime me as that counter-attack happened, but I can't answer, obviously.
Well, pal.
Give me the link if you really want.
What?
I don't know how it worked with four of us, though.
It won't.
Do not do that.
He'll just come in. He'll just spit everywhere.
Yeah, just dribble everywhere. That was a really good ball from Greenwood on that corner. Yeah. You need to put that down. It's just lacking that yard, but that's the issue at the moment. To be honest, if we go in at half time 1-0 down, I wouldn't be too fussed, but you're probably doing good at the same time. I know I'd like a goal. What? Sorry, what do I say?
Yeah.
Martial's not in the side, lads, so there's no excuse not to win. Come on.
Isn't it weird that every team's got someone like that?
Yeah,
Liverpool have Firmino, United have Martial, and Chelsea have Werner. And Arsenal.
Oh, man.
Shots fired.
You see all the memes about Aubameyang?
No.
He's just pulling.
Oh, man. I thought that so much that those braids are poor, man.
He looks like Deco Nova Reed.
He looks like he's paid a £5 for them. Honestly, it's a proper £5 barber's job, that.
Yeah, it is. I don't know what he's thinking.
HD cuts.
The Batman.
Yeah. It's poor, man. It's poor. That's your captain. Imagine your captain walking into training. I sound very Roy Keane there, don't I? But that's your captain walking into training.
That's brilliant.
Oof. 5 minutes away from half-time. 5 minutes away from half-time. Good start for Brighton and Hove Albion, I must say.
I think they've dropped off a little bit, though. They've lost a bit of energy, Brighton. They look like they could do with half-time at the moment. They're defending well. They're not breaking shape and stuff, but...
Mason Greenwood, what can he do? Oh, nothing. He's been tackled and Lallana can get the ball dribbled out. And it's going to be a big hoof out in the end. Danny Welbeck, what a touch that is from Welbeck. Can they counter-attack?
I think at this point they're just trying to see out the half, going 1-0 up and regroup.
I think they'll probably sit as well in the second half. I don't think they'll bring it towards the same.
Definitely.
Trossard, what can he do on this right wing? Rolls it into Adam Lallana. Oh, Lallana. That would have been a nice ball looking for Pascal Gross's feet. But unfortunately, Gross wasn't quite on the same wavelength. And it looks like an FA Cup semi-final, this does. It's proper end-to-end. Well, it would do if there weren't two bad sides on.
He's not biting.
He's not listening, I don't think.
I'm just trying to watch. Like,
Joe Allen says, "Ask me some questions."
we're not asking Joe Allen's questions.
You're
are we?
supposed to be asking us questions.
He's just put a bot of Aubameyang's hair, Gabon market trim. Oh, Gabon market.
Is his middle name Zach?
No, it's his mate from school.
Ah, that's even
They had a
better.
joint YouTube channel. If you go on that,
Of course, that's the most Joe Allen's thing.
There's some brilliant Call of Duty
from 7 years ago.
Call of Duty Modern Warfare montages and stuff on Joe 69 Zach HD. If that's what you're into, probably some good
really
takes on there.
Giggs is not going in my team.
Joe Holland isn't going in my team.
Joe Allen's is not going in my team.
Get a dialogue going. We're not talking about like abortion, Joe.
So we have 2 accounts on Insta. Yeah, one of them's from our blog and one of them's my personal account. That's why I have 2 accounts.
You see, he's a star.
Yeah. You don't want to get me confused with the personal account stuff. That's just for friends.
I'm a one account man.
That's harsh. That you're saying he's not your friend.
No face, no case. Yeah,
I'm still working on this.
No face, no case.
Football Twitter. Oh, through to Adam Lallana. Adam Lallana. Oh, pie, nearly.
Well cut out by Harry Maguire.
Yeah, very well cut out there and blocked at that front post by Luke Shaw. Very, very well blocked. Oh my gosh.
I love Adam Lallana. Former Liverpool man. Ball sticks to his foot like glue.
I think he was a really good signing for Brighton.
Some random girl came up. Yeah, don't bother looking for me. I'm not your friend.
Whoa! You can follow me if you want. I'll let you follow me.
Mitch Wilkes plug.
To be fair, Mitch and Charlie's Twitters are both in the description below. So if you want,
you know what, I was actually going to ask. I was going to come in with my name as my Twitter handle. Maximum advertising. Oh.
Jordan Spence says, "What changes do you think Ollie needs to make at half time, or do you think it's a case of waiting for Brighton to get tired?"
I think it's the latter predominantly because I don't think they'll come at us with the same hustle in the second half. The onus will be on us to get that goal. I just think he needs to give him a boot of the backside, to be honest, because we're not bad. We've not been playing bad. We're just too much time on the ball. Final pass hasn't been there. Maybe giving them a little bit too much room to attacking at times. So I just think we need to tighten things up, put it on them a little bit more, and they'll crack.
Yeah, just relax. Axe says maybe if we put Fred in goal, it will make him taller.
Maybe.
Maybe it might work. It might work. Thank you for watching.
Might be of more use.
If you are new, be sure to smash that like button, hit subscribe. Greatly appreciate it. Hamza's back. I think he was in the Albania stream. I can't remember. But thank you for stopping by, Hamza. Really appreciate it. I honestly can't remember now. It proper confuses me. He has been joining a few, though. Sam, do you miss Hazard? Thoughts on his current condition? Of course, we miss Eden Hazard. He is one of our best ever players, which is, it's a massive loss, but I wouldn't have him back now. I think he left. He's got his legacy. We don't need him back, really, for the most part. And he's not in the form to come back. He's not going to play in that Chelsea team. I'd much prefer to have Pulisic than an injured Eden Hazard at this current moment in time. Maybe in a few years down the line, but then he's going to be a washed-up winger. And that is the problem with that. Maybe we should bring Kepa Arrizabalaga and put him in as a dynamic duo with Martial. That's if you can actually coach Kepa. That is the one problem. And Hamza is Albanian, so there we are. He joined the Albanian stream. So
I just say hello in Albanian.
I don't know. Let us know, Hamza.
Is Albanian their language, or do they share it within the country? Or
I don't know. I'm sure Hamza will tell us in a second. It is half time now, and it is 1-0 to Brighton, and it is Danny Welbeck, the scorer. So we'll be moving on to the halftime game, a game of higher or liar. Mitch knows how this works. He's seen it on the channel before. Unfortunately, we don't have Erin's to be there for you, Mitch. But
that's a shame.
Yeah, to beat the reigning champion. But
I'm coming for that title belt.
Yeah, hopefully it should be an exciting game. I will get my phone up. I'll get ready for the timer. Charlie, do you know what the rules are, or shall I just explain for the stream anyway?
Just explain it, because I have no idea.
So the game is we are playing higher or liar. So basically, Mitch or Charlie has 30 seconds. You don't need a piece of paper.
I've got a notepad just in case.
You don't need it.
But what if I do?
You don't need it.
Okay.
I promise you don't need it. You have 30 seconds. I've come up with 5 different topics. We will first go to Mitch, and Mitch will say if he can name 8 in 30 seconds. Then Charlie will either say if he can go higher, or if he's calling Mitch a liar. And that is how the game goes. And the person wins if they are able to name that many. And if you call them a liar and they can't do it, then they also win. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
It'll make sense.
We'll run through it, and it'll make sense when you play. Like,
once you got to crack a few eggs to make an omelette, haven't you?
Yeah. Mitch, you just want to come up with a random topic? Oh, we'll just do, for example, Manchester United players, Manchester United's current squad. So if I went to you, Charlie, how many do you reckon you could name in 30 seconds?
So Manchester United past and present?
Current squad.
Current squad? Oh, probably like 15. 15
in 30 seconds. And then it go to Mitch. And Mitch, how many would you say?
What could I just say, like, higher, or do I have to put a number on it?
You have to put a number on it.
I could say 18.
18. So then are you calling him a liar, or are you going higher?
What, am I going to go higher than 18?
Yeah. Do you reckon you can name more than 18? Considering Erin named the whole Chelsea squad bar 2 people in 30 seconds. No pressure. No pressure.
I mean, I could probably try.
So that's the idea. But
okay.
if you don't think you can do it, then you call him a liar, okay?
So I have to call him... I'll just call him a liar.
Yeah, and then Mitch would have 30 seconds to do it. Okay, I think that makes sense. I'm sure the comments will get it. We will jump into the first round. Mitch, pick a number between 1 and 5.
3.
3. So the first round, Mitch, you have chosen is England internationals. That can be currently active England internationals is what we're going with. So it doesn't have to be someone who was in the last England squad, but someone who, for example, a Danny Welbeck who has played for England and is currently an active footballer.
So someone that's played for England that is still playing football.
What if they've retired from international football?
That is fine. We'll let that. Okay. But it can't be like Stevie G or Frank Lampard. Okay. So, Mitch, in 30 seconds, how many do you think you can name?
10.
10. Charlie?
I'll probably go like 15.
15? You like that number, don't you?
Oh, yeah. I think it's a good...
Mitchell?
16.
16.
Oh, 17.
17.
Oh.
Higher or liar?
18.
Can you do 18?
He's confident. This is the issue. He's confident. So I want to do 18. I'll do 18.
He's going for 18. He's rattled it back 18. To you. Are you going with 19?
No, liar.
Liar. Mitch Wilkes has been called a liar. He gambled too much. So,
right.
Mitch.
Are you keeping count? Are you keeping count?
Well, Charlie, you keep count. You don't have to write them down. It would be too quick to write them down.
I'll do a tally.
Oh, yeah. Good idea. That works.
Cool, man. Cool beans.
So I've got the stopwatch here. I'm trying to see where it's on the screen. Yeah. So I have the stopwatch here.
I don't need first names, do I? I can just list off.
Just list them off. Right, we'll just check the comments before we start. Just Joe going out with Jay Bothroyd. Well, there's your first one. Are we ready, Mitch?
Yeah, man.
3, 2, 1, go.
Pope, Henderson, Pickford, Joe Hart, Kyle Walker, Trent, James, Glenn Johnson, Eric Dyer, John Stones, Harry Maguire, Luke Shaw, Ben Chilwell, Declan Rice, Calvin Phillips, James Ward-Prowse, Jordan Henderson, Jesse Lingard, Marcus Rashford, Jadon Sancho, Harry Kane, Tammy Abraham, Ollie Watkins, Jack Grealish.
He definitely got it there.
Not sure about Glenn Johnson though, ref.
Yeah, he's definitely retired.
Joe Owens has
I
come
think
out.
I'm
Glenn
18
Johnson
without him.
is
Now.
not
I'm
playing
pretty
football.
sure I got 18 without him. I think I got 19.
How many do you reckon he got?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
I think I got 19.
9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. He's got over 18.
Yeah, you got
All right, cool.
You've done it.
Round 1 goes to Mitchell Wilkes on English
Easy.
International. So, Charlie, you get to pick the second one. Please don't look at the screen and cheat. You get to choose the number 1, 2, 4, or 5.
1.
You're going with 1. So, this one is... You're going to have to move this way. You're off the camera.
Oh, sorry, I was hiding from you.
Is Premier League players. How many current Premier League players do you reckon you could name in 30 seconds?
Like 20.
20. Mitch Wilkes, how many do you reckon?
25.
24!
Oh,
25.
That's what a second.
Oh, why have I done that? Why have I done that? 25 in 30 seconds.
25 current Premier League players in 20 seconds.
30 seconds.
Yeah, 30 seconds, sorry, even. Jeez, in 30 seconds. Charlie, are you ready with the tally chat?
Right.
Yeah.
Current Premier League players, yeah.
All right.
Are you ready, Mitch? Charlie, are you ready?
Yeah, Vaughn, ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
3, 2, 1, go.
De Gea, Henderson, Pope, Mendy,
Oh, he's bottled it.
Laurie, I balled it. Wan-Bissaka, Maguire, Lindelof, Shaw, Fred, McTominay, Pogba, James, Rashford, Martial, Cavani, Greenwood, Pulisic, Werner, Tammy Abraham, Reece James, Mulder, Souček, Rice, Havertz. Oh no.
God,
yeah,
stop.
Oh, that might be close, you know.
Oh, let the adjudicator tally it up.
I didn't know. I couldn't figure out a system to get to because it was Premier League. I couldn't think of a way to go about it. I was thinking goalkeepers, and then I forgot that I couldn't do goalkeepers. So
you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 27 you got.
27 in 30 seconds. What? Mitch Wilkes.
Look at his screen.
I genuinely couldn't tell if he was frozen there.
I froze.
So,
I lagged for a minute.
That was the perfect freeze. That was so good. So that was an impressive one. That was so many. I'm really, really impressed with that. You could have had Connor Cody, Jesus, June Rings in the chat. Thank you for stopping by, June. Really appreciate it. And he ended up with 27 there. So, Charlie, you're really going to have to up your game.
Oh,
you can't call him a liar again.
Why not?
Because if you get it wrong,
He's won.
he's won. So, Mitch, we have, what number do you pick then? 1.
Yeah.
We have 2, 4, and 5 left. What would you like to pick?
5.
5. So, number 5 is Flavors of Crisp.
Oh.
I've spiced it up a little bit. What do you think, Mitch? How many do you reckon you can name in 30 seconds?
7.
7? Okay. Start off low. It's worried Charlie now, isn't it?
Oh, that is low, that.
It's that low that it's worried you.
11.
11. Mitch, hire or liar?
Liar.
Oh, shit, now I have to do it.
He's trying to do me. He's trying to do me with Chris.
He's trying to do you.
Get out.
He's trying to do you. Mitch, have you got any paper nearby by any chance to...
I can do. Bear with me.
Yeah, just to do the tally chart, so I don't have to do 2 things at once. June Ring says, Happy Easter. Happy Easter to you, June. Welcome, Chris, as well. Thank you for stopping by. You forgot Akinfenwa. I don't think he was a Premier League player. June Ring says 20.
20?
Is that 20 crisps, June? That is going to be what?
20
Happy...
flavors of crisps.
Happy Easter.
I'm not even a crisps man, so I couldn't do that.
Yeah. I'm not a crisp man.
I'm
not a crisp nan, no.
Riley Taylor, Chelsea Fan TV. Thank you for stopping by. Have a yolk-tastic, I can't even pronounce it, yolk-tastic Easter. Hope you do. I'm not going to put Shah's comment on the screen because that is a few giveaway ones for you. So, Mitch, are you ready with the thingies for us?
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
pennies in
all
hand.
right. No worries. The pen is in the hand. You have 30 seconds. Is it 11 we're going for? I think it is.
Yeah.
11. 30 seconds to name 11 flavours of crisps. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, go.
Cheese and onion, salt and vinegar, prawn cocktail, ready salted, beef. Sour cream and chive, barbecue,
Beef.
paprika.
20 seconds.
Oh my god!
He's gonna bottle it.
Oh, shit!
He's bottled it.
Is there actually that many crisps? Oh, sweet chili.
Stop.
Fuck.
You got
Sorry,
9.
Watershed. No,
You got 9.
Oh, before Watershed.
How many did you get? 9.
You got 9.
Which means Mitch has unanimously won 3-0. There must be a forfeit for that. We'll let the comments do a forfeit for that.
Oh, I'm not shaving my head.
It won't be there. June Ring points out you forgot plain.
Not very solid plain. I was just eating potato.
Just relax, put pizza. I guess there are pizza crisps. Oh, sorry, Mitch. It's not a crisps, just some guy. An excellent and a cracking day for me. Glad to hear, Riley. Glad to hear. And did you get salt? I guess just
Prawn
salt.
cocktail,
Yeah.
Monster Munch, ready
Cheese and onion.
perfect.
Oh,
Flaming hot,
they're the
pickled onion.
geckos. They're the ones off the blocks.
Right.
There's not. If you think about it, if you deep it, there's not that much choice in crisps.
No, that's why I worried straight away. That's why I went with 7, because I thought,
That's why I
don't eat
That's
crisps
why I got
anyway.
a crisp man, and I just thought, there's got to be loads of crisps. It's like a sweets thing, isn't it?
Thor Group says need to increase the sub sample.
Mustard sauce, June says.
Yeah.
Oh.
What a comment that is from
Mustard
June.
sauce.
Yeah, what a comment that is. I'm glad you
Pickle onion, June. Oh, she won't like it.
she really was. June's up on
June is a
here.
crisp enthusiast, man.
Thor Group says you need to increase your sub Sam. I'm trying my best, Thor. You need to help me out, buddy. If you are new, be sure to smash that like button, hit subscribe. We're on the way. And June has dropped a boom in the chat. June. It's Josh's mum.
Unbelievable.
Do you play
She does the weekly shots, doesn't she? Wow.
Yeah, she definitely does.
She knows her stuff, does June. Smoky bacon, she's back again.
June, bringing this chat to life. June.
What's the expected crisp sale? XC.
Mitch, so you've got 2 options here, Mitch. Are we going back to Mitch? Well, it's your one to pick it, but Mitch, you have already won because we were going to do best of 5. You were already at 3. So you can either do a double or nothing because we're not back with the football yet. But guys, leave in the comments. Charlie still has to do some sort of forfeit. If he wins, we'll have like a main forfeit. So because he's been whitewashed, but if he manages to pull one back here, we might let him off a little bit. We'll do something a little bit different. Maybe an ice bucket or something along those lines would be interesting. And we can play that on the next stream. So Mitch, it is up to you. Do you want to give Charlie the chance at redemption, or do you want to take your 3 points and run?
No, I'll give him a chance to go with it. I'll give him double or nothing.
Give him a chance.
Someone called Mitch.
That's Mitch.
Is that you, Mitch?
Yeah, of course it's Mitch.
God, no.
I thought like Shah had changed his name to Mitch.
Changed his name already. No.
Nah, not me.
So, Charlie, you get to pick your final one. It's either the players are about to come out, so we're going to have to be speedy.
Ooh, yeah.
So we have, what have we got? We've got 4 and 2 left. What are you feeling?
2.
2, which is types of alcohol.
Oh,
How many types of alcohol, Charlie, do you reckon you can name in?
really?
Well, is this types of alcohol or like brands? So like, could I say like a different beer's
So
name?
what I'm thinking is gin, whiskey, wine.
Oh, right, yeah.
Yeah,
I won't name
like,
any more,
like,
otherwise
like
you'll
what you
just
drink.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So there you are. Why Shaz just changed his name to my name?
Brilliant.
Name all Harry Maguire's chins. We are a couple of minutes away from kickoff. The Brighton players are back on the pitch. Mitch, how many do you reckon? Well, it's Charlie, isn't it? How many do you reckon you can name?
Yeah, how many do you reckon Charlie is?
10.
10?
Mitch, over to you. Jordan Spence says 15 easily.
15?
Yeah.
I think I could probably do it. No, could I?
You can only go. You can if you just want to go up by one, Mitch.
No, but that's what I'm thinking. Could I realistically do it? Yeah. Oh, I can do 11.
11.
Liar.
All right.
That is bold. That is very bold. He's got 30 seconds. We are about to kick off here. Charlie, get the pen and paper ready.
Yeah.
Mitch, are you ready?
Yeah.
Yes. So 3, 2, 1. Types of alcohol.
Beer, cider, whiskey, vodka, Disaronno, Sambuca, absinthe, red wine, white wine, rosé, whiskey. That's 11.
He's already said it.
Have I said whiskey?
Yeah.
All right.
You might bottle it. 5 seconds.
I've lost it. Oh, Alka-Pops.
Oh,
1, 2,
that
3,
was
4,
at
5,
the
6,
death.
7, 8, 9, 10, 11. You're lying!
I counted them. I knew I had time to play with. I counted them.
He counted them. We are back underway at Old Trafford. Mitch is a unanimous winner. Charlie is getting whitewashed. He's getting an ice bucket challenge of some sort. Guys, let us know what should the punishment be for Charlie. And we'll
that. Lucky.
Make me eat meat.
You what?
Make me
Make you eat meat. Yeah, there we are. We'll give him a nice burger. There we are. And it is.
Sam's English teacher, which is Shard, says that Mitch is hacking.
Hacking?
Last second, you hacker. Why is charge changed? I didn't realise you could change.
I got a lag switch.
Yeah, exactly. He just paused the time. So we're back underway. I don't think there's been any subs. I'll just check SoFA scores.
I can't believe Lee Grant is still on United's bench.
Yeah, I can't either.
He's the fourth official these days.
There have been no subs currently. Man of the match is Danny Welbeck, unsurprisingly. To be fair, what a ball in that was from Neil Maupay for that first goal. It was a fantastic ball in by Neil Maupay. But we are back underway at Old Trafford with Luke Shaw trying to loft the ball in behind. And let's see. Jordan says shave his hair. Need a tip to increase the sub, Sam? I mean, if you've got any tips, that'd be absolutely great. Mitch gets a takeaway. Charlie, that could be a...
Oh, that's a shout.
You have to pay for one of Mitch's takeaways.
I mean, you can wait till my student loan drops, and then I'll drop him a takeaway.
There we are. That could be a good one. Depends what you guys want.
I'll buy him a pint the next time we're all in a pub.
Oh, that's fair. Buy me a pint in Courtyard, yeah.
What? That's a cop out.
Courtyard pint.
Mitch, it was over that when I was cooking.
I'll have you know
I want a round so we all get one. You get a round in.
Yeah, I was going to say.
City centre prices.
It's Courtyard, man.
Courtyard.
There we are. There's the drama for us, guys. There is the drama.
Uzo night, baby.
Manchester United have come out much better in the second half, look bright and maybe wanting that early goal as soon as possible. It looks like it's going to be a good game, though, with Manchester United behind early on in the game, thanks to Danny Welbeck. Everyone's favourite English footballer, Danny Welbeck. Absolutely fantastic stuff. And thank you both for playing the halftime show. I thoroughly enjoyed that. I hope the comments did as well. Maybe Mitch, if you're not busy Wednesday, we can get you on for the halftime show with Jordan. Give you see if you can retain your title because Jordan will be on. Absolutely up to you, though, mate.
I think 5-a-side is my Wednesday, so.
Right, I see how it is. We'll get him off the stream now, shall we?
That's it. Now I'll just leave. I
see how it is. We're only here because it's Easter Sunday and it's a bank holiday. I see how it is. No, I said a takeaway. This means 5 boxes of pizza, 5 chips and 5 burgers, and Sam's hair. What? Shave my hair? Please don't shave my hair.
I want a strand of your hair, Sam.
Do you think Greenwood will ever step up? I hate his performances.
Yeah, of course he will, man. He's a teenager. I think there's plenty there in his performances to see that he's an intelligent player and an exciting player. He's double-footed, which is just such a talent at his age. He's so confident with either foot. He'll turn a play like it's nothing, and he can, like I said before, his range of shooting is unbelievable for his age. It's just asserting it consistently.
Yeah, it definitely is. Brighton, sorry, I was going to say Burnley then. Dan Ben would have killed me. Brighton have got some possession here and they're sort of slowing down the pace of their game a little bit. It doesn't surprise me at all. Just to get themselves a foot back in the game, because United did come out all guns blazing in that beginning of the second half. Let
Mitch get Sam's hair to eat because he needs a cut anyway.
I'm the one. Out of all the people in this stream chat, you say that I'm the one who needs a haircut. Okay.
Yeah, there was two ropes trims here.
Okay.
Trims.
I see how it
No,
is.
we've been counting down the days of me and Sam for when we could get to go to the same barber, so you get to book them tomorrow.
Yeah, we get to book them tomorrow. I had a dream the other night that I was having a haircut as well. I said to Charlie, and that I booked it on the wrong date, and that was the catastrophe. But anyway, we're ending up going down that podcast road that we did last night, where we just spoke about the weather. But anyway, Shah will be too enthusiastic about that. We'll steer away from it. Here is Paul Pogba. Pogba rolls the ball into Fernandez. Can they get a bit of an attack going here? It looks like it's not dried up a little bit, but it's not as open as it was in the first half. Maybe that's Brighton's game plan. Hold on as long as possible. Hopefully they can nick a point from Manchester United. Pogba with a poor touch there. What can he do with the ball here? Can he open up a gap? Rolls it out wide. So I think that's Wan-Bissaka out there. Back into Mason Greenwood. Pogba looking for a cross. Fakes back. And we're going all the way back to Fred again. Brilliant.
It's our problem too often.
Yeah. Oh, Marcus Rashford. Can he turn? Has a shot. Good save by Sanchez there. Half decent effort from Marcus Rashford. Not too bad. Not too. I was going to say it's the Shabalabi, but no one knows who the Shabala is. But not too shabby there. Mitch, number one, bald, or number two, fade? Mitch, which would you prefer? Bald or fade?
You got a skin fade. Number one. You got skin 0, not even 1.
There you are.
You got skin.
Charlie, I can't change yours because I like you being Australian. So yeah, there you are.
Cheers, lad.
Even though you're not Australian. Mitch, come facts or HUD, says Joe.
What a daft guy. He says that like he's there. He's in Newcastle half the time.
I put triple captain on Lindelof. What a stupid decision that was. Just relax. What a silly decision that was. Unfortunately, it's probably about as good as some of my decisions have been in recent weeks, recent months. Sam, actually grow a bit more. You would look like a teacher. I don't want to look like a teacher. That's not the look I'm going for. I've nibbled, haven't I? I've bitten. I didn't see the tip I commented. I did not see the tip you commented. You put need a tip to increase the subs, and then I can't see it. Just send it again, Thor. And Joe is laughing. So there we are.
It's so bad that I can hear him laughing.
You definitely can. Mitch, what changes would you make to this Manchester United side?
It's difficult at the moment because no one's playing bad, but we need to assert ourselves more. Maybe you need to take a risk and just pull someone out for a little bit of quality. Honestly, you straight away you look to Van der Beek, don't you? Just to change it. Why not give him a go? We scored a goal in the international break. Give him a go. I'd probably bring McTominay on as well because I think we need some legs in midfield, propel us forward. I think McTominay does that.
Yeah, I agree. Farhan's just joined properly. Good to see you, mate. I assume you were in Josh's stream, so I hope Josh's stream went well and good. Hope that went well for him. I don't know what the Rangers score was. I don't know if anyone knows the actual Rangers score, but there we are. If there is anyone new, there's 13 people in here right now, which is pretty good for me, I must say. So if there are new people in here, be sure to smash that like button, hit subscribe. And if you know someone who would enjoy hearing three idiots ramble on, then be sure to share it to them. Mitch, do you like Sam or Charlie more? You don't have to answer that. It is clearly me.
Neither.
English teacher or
I'm paid to be here.
You wish you were. You wish. Can't afford that. It was 4-0 to Rangers, says Farhan. That's a very good result for Rangers. Rashford dancing through the box and well read there by Ben White. Stood up to him after some nice feet to Rangers.
He's found that a few times at the moment now in the second half. Sorry, Rashford. He's managed to get a bit of space now on that left flank.
He's managed to dance in between a few times. Luke Shaw.
He wasn't. I think he was. Yeah, he was too often a bit isolated in that first half. I think at the ball enough for me, or he wasn't in the right position to get out people. So it's nice to see him run up some defenders.
Pogba's just gone for an overhead kick there and has, overhead kicked Lewis Dunk there. Not very good. That's always the problem with overhead kicks, really, isn't it? It's always going to cause a few problems. Bring some girls into your stream next time, some of your friends. If people increases in the stream, the views also increase. I don't know any girls who really like football that much. So
Erin loves football.
Yes.
She loves Chelsea. She loves Mason Mount.
We'll get Mitch's misses on. Elle loves a bit of footy.
Oh yeah, there we are. We'll get Elle on. There we are.
You know what? She tell you she doesn't, but she does.
Yeah, we'll get Elle on Wednesday night.
Yeah, we'll replace her on Wednesday. There we are. Almost got a Lindelof assist. That would be good for you. Just relax. Josh Ring is in the chat. Lovely to see you, Josh. Thank you. Hope your stream went well. Fans just said it was a big win for Rangers. Thor, I don't think they can bring girls. Well, that was a whole lot of offence. Like we don't know any girls. Wow. Sam, how are you, mate? I'm good, thanks, Josh. I'm just being bullied again. United are looking dead, aren't they? They look a bit better, actually, this half, Josh. First half, I was maybe saying yes, but they do look a bit better. Rashford's coming to the game a bit more. But that being said, Mason Greenwood maybe has gone a little bit quieter, coming up to 60 minutes in this game.
I think we're forcing it down the left a bit more. That's why we seem to be. Well, that ball's coming into the left channel more. Trying to get Shaw on the ball, maybe.
Yeah, definitely. As long as Wan-Bissaka doesn't have that ball, then United look good.
Absolutely. Long ball going over the top there to Bruno Fernandes. Has he kept that on?
Brighton are doing the job very well, though.
I don't know if that's actually gone out. I don't know. I'm rummaging around my freezer trying to find some food. That sounds good. Let us know what you get, Josh. Let us know.
Yeah, what's for tea? What's for tea?
How is everyone in the chat and responding?
Yeah, that cooker on.
Oh, no, you're not.
Why did you say Kuka? Is that how you pronounce it?
It's from Phoenix Night.
Oh, right.
Oh, is it? It's from Max and Paddy, isn't it?
No, it's Phoenix Night, is that? No, it's not. It's Max and Paddy, right?
Yeah, it's Max.
Yeah, it's Max and Paddy. I'll let you off.
Is it? Lovely ball in there from Luke
Yeah,
Shaw.
it is.
Well caught. Sanchez has looked decent in this game. Not really been tested so far, though. Not really been tested to the maximum.
No, he's not. He's not. We've not put enough on him.
Going into 30 minutes left, hoping we get a bit of excitement. Me and Charlie definitely celebrated really hard on that goal. Please show the video. I can't show the stream, unfortunately, mate. That is actually illegal, so I cannot show that. I don't fancy being taken down already. I don't fancy cancel culture coming for me so early on. There we are. But it is on BT Sport if you want to watch it.
I'll tell you what.
There you are.
Basuma did everything right there, apart from that pass. Brought the ball out well, and then
I like to think that Basuma is everything that Naby Keita is, but he just can't pass.
Wan-Bissaka
He can actually defend, and his legs aren't made of gravy.
Yeah. Okay, I understand. No worries, mate. Thank you for stopping by. Hope you enjoy the stream. It should be fun. It should be a good bit of banter. Get involved in the banter. Josh, just to let you know, we've been bullying Sam, so if you can join in with that and let's annoy Sam, brilliant. Will we ever be happy again as United fans? Well, that is a hefty question, that, Mitch. What do you reckon?
no. I was at the wheel, man. You're in the back. This brings me pain every weekend. The pandemic's made it worse because I have to watch them every 2 or 3 days.
Yeah, precisely. You've got nothing else to do. Well, uni, but no.
I like to pretend I'm doing that, but
yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. Exactly.
He needs to make a change. This is a problem though with Ali. Sometimes he's too hesitant with his changes.
That was brilliant football.
Yeah. Did you see that, Mitch? Have you got to that yet? Bruno Fernandes just steps over the ball for no reason. Like, there's no one behind him. There's literally no one behind him. The ball's just driven into his feet. All he has to do is bring the ball, and then he steps over it for no reason. Food update. Here we are. This is what we wanted from Josh.
I think he was
a ready meal from
anticipating Cavani on his heels, wasn't he?
Yeah. And a chicken tikka. If you do enjoy the type of content which Josh is currently talking about and streams like this, be sure to check out his channel. I think I linked it in the description. I can't remember. If not, you can find it on my channel anyway, or just click his little icon and you can follow him.
What are the prices like on an Aldi ready meal?
I don't know.
I imagine that's good bang for your buck.
Precisely. I'm gonna have to annoy Charlie because I'm an Everton fan. There you are. Thought we were back. Guess not. Losing against Sheffield United was not very nice. Josh, just deliver it, mate. Yeah, Sheffield United. That must be an all-time low point for Manchester United this season.
That was such a poor point. 3 points to drop. I remember watching that game. It was awful.
I remember your tweets after. It was an absolute meltdown.
It was. It was just such a poor, literally the worst side in the league by a long shot, and they just do us. It's our problem at times.
At least you didn't lose 5-2 to them, so that's the positive on that one. Josh says it's setting back £2.50, and Jordan, the co-op manager himself, says definitely cheaper than co-ops.
£2.50.
This is the dialogue we need.
Yeah, exactly.
This is starting the dialogue.
Why is Joe not here
now?
This
is the Joe Hollands dialogue that he wanted.
Yeah. Exactly.
Jordan, you need to back your shot, man. What do co-op do well? Bring something to the table.
Lads, need to know from all of you three: pineapple on a pizza, yes or no? Because it caused huge uproar on my stream. I know the answer to Charlie's answer to this, and me and Charlie are on the same wavelength. So, Mitchell Wilkes, pineapple on a pizza, yes or no?
You know what? I'm not a fan personally, but I like to think I'm a progressive, and I'm not against it. If someone likes it, you put it on there.
Bruno Fernandes, can he get a shot off? Rolls it to Marcus Rashford, 1-1. Marcus Rashford across the goalkeeper. Tidy finish that from Marcus Rashford. Has grown into this game in the second half. And that was a lovely finish. Hopefully no VAR or anything like that. And that's what you get for being progressive on pineapple pizza. There you are, Mitch. Thoroughly deserved.
Brilliant goal, that. Brilliant finish.
Fernandes is complaining about.
Someone stood on his toe, I think.
Perhaps a foul, yeah. But that's a great finish from Rashford. It's his first real chance, that. It's something that struggles with sometimes. He's not really had a sniff other than that. Yeah. But it's nice to see him bury it. Great goal.
Yeah, definitely
that's
a foul.
That's the thing, though, now. That's...
Go in. Definitely a foul. And 1-1, laughing faces. Yeah, me and Charlie are both on the side of pineapple on a pizza.
I don't mind it. Yeah, I did the other night.
Yeah.
It was nice.
Yeah.
There we are.
I don't see why people get hurt by it, man. Just take it on the stride,
I don't understand why people are so bothered.
Why are you so offended by it?
It's not your pizza. I need it.
Yeah. It's a very inoffensive food as well. It's not like you're asking for fish on a pizza. You know what I mean? If it's
he loves fish on a pizza.
I only like tuna. That's not really a fish, is it? I mean, it is. But people have no, you know what I mean. It's not really, is it?
Tuna. Is it a fish?
People don't have it the same way as they have other fishes, do they? Anyway, we'll move on from that.
It's not really.
I've set him off there. 1-1. Josh, I bet you would. Because Josh
hashtag beard watch. Alexis McAllister's come onto the pitch.
Yeah.
Hashtag beard watch.
Unbelievable.
Get it trending, everyone.
You know what, Sam? You've got a bit of Alexis McAllister. You've got the same sweet hair and beard. You've got the same thing. If you had a fade, it's
all right, Mitch. I know I haven't had a haircut in a while. No need to rub it in.
No, I'm just saying. But women like a rough and ready man, Sam. Well, I like it.
Mitchell,
I like the hair.
Let's go. Why Charlie isn't celebrated? Jordan says the higher price. The higher prices pay my wage. There we are. I said it. Lewis Parker Hughes says,
"What's LPH doing in?" Oh,
Don't know what that's in relation to.
I play five-a-side with him.
All right. I don't know what that's relevant to. Marcus Rashford, Mason Greenwood with a half opportunity there on his left foot. Couldn't really do much. I followed you, Charlie, on Twitter, my user account. There you are.
Oh, brilliant.
LCFC Farhan.
He doesn't
Mitch
do
is also
backs.
Mitch is also in the thingy if you want to follow him. In the description. If you put pineapple on a pizza, I'm sorry for you. You're not my friend, and I will bully you. That's all right. That means you can't go on my private Instagram. So there we are. That solves the problem.
Sam, your English teacher is there. He rules with an iron fist, doesn't he? Your English teacher.
He rules with he's the Thatcher of the stream chat.
he said he was 12 last night. So
stream chat Thatcher.
Yeah, exactly. Try banana on a pizza. It will change your life. Because it's weird. I will continue to keep 2 meter distance from people who have pineapple on their pizza in the future. Fair enough.
Not sure about that banana.
Lol.
Bananas and cheese. Does that work?
It one of the when I used to work at the pizza place, when I used to work back at Pizza Uno in Caister, one girl used to come in all the time and she'd bring a banana in. Oh, a bit of an argy-bargy there on the field. But she used to bring a banana in and cut it and have it on the pizza.
I didn't know where that was going there.
She used to stick it on the pizza and it was something like that.
Though that sounds awful.
Yeah. It wasn't for me. I always looked at it and never thought about it, to be honest. Mitch, I followed you on Twitter as well. There you are, Mitch, extra follower for you.
Thank you.
And I'm 12. Yeah, definitely.
I said this yesterday. I don't think he's 12.
I don't think he's 12. I really don't. Lads, what beveraginos? I've said that instead. Are we consuming? I actually just had some squash. We didn't think about beer.
This is so sad because none of us have had
it. I'm on a cup of tea, but the mug is empty, unfortunately. So.
I had a ginger and lemon tea with a drop of.
Have we seen the size of this mug, lads? Look at that.
Oh.
That's unbelievable.
That's like a Sports Direct mug, that.
Closest to a Lamborghini.
Honestly, it gets to a point where it's difficult to finish the brew.
It's too much brew.
Too much.
Yeah. Almost too much brew. Almost.
Exactly. Mason Greenwood out on this right hand side, cutting in. Can he get a shot off on his left foot? Lovely little dummy there. Rolls it back out wide to Aaron Wan-Bissaka, who's looking to put a ball in. Bruno Fernandes goes wider, back into Pogba. Wan-Bissaka. Yep. Oh my God, they've slowed down the play here again. Rolled into Pogba. Oh, they're not doing anything again.
We look better now we've had that goal. There's been an injection of urgency. The ball's moving quicker, but it's just not. I think they're still trying to walk it in a little bit.
Yeah, definitely. Pogba, and it was offside, I think, there. I think there's a substitution coming. Have there been any substitutions? Yeah, I think I've met.
There's been a Brighton one, but not.
Yeah. It was Leandro Trossard for Alexis McAllister, who is Argentinian, isn't he? Alexis McAllister.
That blows my mind. Yeah.
Even though he's actually Scottish. Well, he's not actually Scottish. He was born in Scotland, or his dad's Scottish, whatever it may be. Mitch, what is your dream car?
I already drive it, mate. 2011 Fiat Punto, 1.4 litres. 1.4 litres of pure man.
Not the Punto. Got stuck on a curb last week.
Oh, aye.
Josh is disappointed.
All 75. Not on that.
Got to tickle your taste buds.
That's a horrible saying.
Graham Potter's got English teacher written all over him, hasn't
he? Yeah, or PE teacher.
English, really? Do you think?
I think PE teacher.
No, big time.
Or caretaker.
I see him as the geography teacher that hangs around with the PE department, personally, if we're going into in-depth analysis.
Yeah, it's like proper IT crowd where he's like, see that ludicrous display last night? Typical Brighton trying to walk it into the net, eh?
Precisely. This game is dead.
There from the choir.
Yeah, it was actually. This game is dead. I mean, I don't think it's that dead. It's just Manchester United aren't really doing much to go.
I think it's just lacked quality in the final third for me. I think it's just no one's really had a proper, do you know what I mean? Tested the keeper too much. Brighton didn't in the opening half.
Fred from distance. Ooh, deflection nearly took that into the back of the net. For a second there, I thought that was off in.
If I had it my way right now, I would be knee deep in a doner kebab.
Knee deep in a doner. That's a muddy doner kebab, that. Gritty.
Knee deep. That's such an awful phrase, Joe.
It is. You know, it's serious when it's knee deep. It's
exactly.
beyond the
You know
ankles.
it's serious.
Knee deep.
You need to make a change here, United. It's getting a bit desperate. Could do with like
and I think they just need to bring on a man to that guy Wells out of the game. I think we can never look away from a football game where that guy Wells is up top.
Oh, what a ball that is from McAllister.
Clean through.
Neil Morpie, can he find Welbeck? Oh! Danny Welbeck nearly did it again, just couldn't get the connection on it, and it's rolled out of play. What is going on?
For a penalty?
Is there a VAR check here?
I'd really hope not.
I don't think there's anything in that. I'm not so sure. I think that's harsh if it is a VAR check.
Oh, if he gives a pen from that, the game is gone.
The game's been gone for a while.
Yeah.
Oh, the game has been gone for a while, but it's seriously gone with that.
It's a bit of a shove in the back, but
give it, ref.
He's
Go on,
ref,
give it.
He's realised he's not got to the ball and gone down. If he stretches a leg, he probably touches the ball.
It is going to VAR. It is that.
It's Mike Dean as well. He's going to give it.
Oh, there's an arm on the shoulder there. He's pulling him back a little bit.
Oh,
maybe that's enough to give it. I don't know. Let's see.
It's not enough though.
It looks like they're playing on.
Oh, I hate this, man. I hate this. You can't touch anyone anymore in the box. Like it's just.
It hasn't played on me.
It's played on me.
I know, but it's a general issue, isn't it? Like it's just you can't.
It's bad because any players like Liverpool players do it quite a lot.
It almost brings on more incidents now, like more fouls, because players worry about it too much. So they're hesitant. They don't. Do you know what I mean? If you commit to a tackle, you don't really worry about the foul as much. Whereas if you don't, you will commit a foul.
Yeah, we were saying this last night that we think that they just need to rewrite the rule book for the league over the summer. And as soon as they've got those rules down, you can't change them mid-season as we've seen them do.
Yeah, they've done that too often. I don't see you can do that.
Where are we with the comments? Bottom's having to graft an Aldi's finest curry instead. That is the life at the moment, isn't it? Yes.
Graft on the curry.
Yeah.
Curry shouldn't be a graft.
The mouse is still on the loose. Josh, you're going to have to explain that story. I had a mouse under my bed recently. Don't say mouse, I got chills. The magic hat tricks didn't work this time. So 70 minutes. Have they made a sub yet, Manchester United, or did I miss it? They haven't made a sub yet.
That's our issue, man. We do that too often. Not making one.
Coming off here. Yeah, Marcus Rashford has just come off here. So there you are. He has come off for Mitch Wilkes' favourite player, Daniel James.
Dan James, interesting. Yeah. I don't think he's the player you need to bring on in a game like this. But
no. Definitely not. And Josh says he found a mouse under the sofa in the house. Well, and they couldn't get it out of the house. Looks like Mickey Mouse is staying for a little while. If you are new around here, be sure to smash that like button, hit subscribe. It has been a good chat tonight. We've had a lot of people in, so it's absolutely fantastic. It makes our jobs so much easier. And obviously, it's nice to have a bit of banter between co-hosts on the chat. And even better when one of them's a Manchester United fan. So if you are new, smash that like button. We are trying to edge towards 30 likes. It might have been a bit optimistic, but you never know. I prefer to be optimistic. Are there any subs left? I don't know.
The Rashford looks like he's gone straight down, for injury checks. Gone down to the tunnel.
Yeah, he didn't stop by the sideline, did he, when he was there?
No, he looks like he's walked straight down. This is what annoys me, man. You've got Diallo, who's more attacking than James. He's got more of an end product. And then you've also got Van der Beek on the bench who can influence the game from deep and maybe unlock stubborn defence. But like James is probably not right in this situation because they're not going to come out and get us too often with numbers, are they? What can you do when they double down on him?
Yeah, I would imagine that the next for any same man would be Van der Beek on, probably Fred. If he has brought Dan James on, he's probably looking for someone to thread the ball through to him at this point.
Mm-hmm.
He has got pace, hasn't he, Daniel James? That's the one thing he does have. He
does. He was at Hull. He was born there, but he plays for Wales.
Oh, well, we didn't need him. He's definitely not getting in the England side. Oh, that was brilliant. Dan James. Ball's pitched into him and he's just got to put his foot on the ball and he's just gone straight under.
Nice.
What a time to pitch for
this. Is what I mean.
Why did we just get so close to Ben White there?
Go on, Giggsy. It's young Giggs, isn't it?
Don't ever put those two in the same sentence, man.
Do you want to read that comment now?
Charlie's the type of guy to go to someone's house 50 minutes away and knock and just wait outside silently, and that's how quiet he is right now.
He does that a lot. He's done that to me.
Yeah.
I had to usher him away yesterday.
Yeah. That's how we ended up here, actually.
I sleepwalk, that's what it is.
He doesn't actually live with me. He just walked.
I don't know how to get home.
That honestly wouldn't surprise me. Wan-Bissaka looking in behind for Pogba. Pogba, this is better from United. Can he get the ball in? Oh, what an awful ball that is from Paul Pogba into the box. And defended easily.
It just annoys me, man. We're 15 minutes away from the full-time whistle and he's made one change when we're drawing. Like, he's got options on the bench. He should have made them by now.
Oh, maybe not. I thought he was going to shoot. I got hyped.
We'll probably give McTominay 10 minutes. And if we're lucky, like Van der Beek, like a minute or two at the end.
Very, very high line for Man United at the moment.
Yeah, everyone is up here. If they hit him on the counter-attack nice and fast, transition fast, then Brighton can cause them some problems here. I think Brighton, though, will maybe want to try and push a little bit further on. The later on this game gets, the more Brighton will be fancying themselves. Mason Greenwood strides past a few. Lovely tackle, though, from McAllister. Unfortunately, there was a foul in there by Moda, which is the problem.
Just picking the wrong ball every time.
One of Mitch's mates, Liam Cash.
No way. Not Cash.
Worse than Goldbridge use what?
We are. But I'd appreciate the sub, Liam. I'd appreciate the sub. Maybe we'll have to get Mitch back on the stream. Bring in Diallo, please, dear Ollie, is just Relax's comment. Food update, the rice tastes like cardboard. Brilliant.
Oh, dear.
That's just what you want. That's why you don't go to Lidl. That was an awful save from Sanchez there. Parried it out. If Cavani had been paying attention there, he could have got it. Mason Greenwood did switch on, and it was hard.
I think it was more Cavani seemed to be going away from it, wasn't he? Sort of his run path had let him out, really, but got to score that.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what I mean. We just lack that. We've lacked that quality tonight, I think. I don't know if it's international breaks. We've seen a few results like that, haven't we? But final third's just been poor.
Sam, 200 subs, you, Charlie, Mitch and Josh, indoor football match. I mean, that's going to be hard because Josh lives miles away from the rest of us. I can't quite remember where Josh lives, but he lives miles away from the rest of us. He's a lot more southern than the rest of us because we're, Manchester, Halifax and Lincolnshire. Yeah. So that's going to be a hard one to do, to be fair. But, I mean, maybe if there is a view from the stands night out, maybe we can get it arranged.
Have Mitch Wilkes in goal.
Oh, yeah, exactly. Or we get Louis Edwards on. Gloucestershire, that's where he is. Gloucestershire. So, exactly, he's quite a long way.
Gloucestershire?
Josh.
Oh, okay.
Doesn't need anything to be in Gloucestershire.
I don't like the cheese from Gloucestershire. That's all I've got to say about that. Don't like Gloucestershire cheese.
Fair enough.
Oh, it's been poor. He's fizzling out this game. Still don't know why he's not made changes here.
Oh, David Suma. Still active at this point in the game as well, and he's run his heart out the entire game. Very good player.
Comments. Where is that? Near Gloucester? There you are. It's like I think it's on the border, isn't it? Between like Wales is like here, Gloucestershire's the county sort of closest. I've been to Gloucester, Forest of Dean's there. That's something for you.
That's so partridge.
Charlie, you know that Gloucester cheese. You need to.
Oh yeah, is that in Gloucester?
Yeah.
Just dashing down the hill.
Down the hill? No way, is that Gloucester?
That's actually respect.
Oh, I'd be so on that. I'd be on that tomorrow.
That's brilliant. That I'd definitely do.
Yeah.
So
would I.
I would full send that cheese rolling competition.
I wouldn't be leaving that place without the cheese, honestly.
Alzate is coming on. Is that how you pronounce it?
Van der Beek looks like he's coming on as well.
So, a few more changes. Might liven up the final 10 minutes because it looked like it was petering out a little bit there. But Brighton, to be fair, are growing into the final 10 minutes or so.
Well, this is the thing now. Yeah.
The more worried Manchester United will be.
This is the thing. We've had plenty of the ball, but we've done absolutely nothing with it. Like the quality of passing has been poor. It's been slow. We've not really put anything on the keeper.
Like pulling the strings here.
Yeah, he's doing the Firmino role, but so much better. So much better.
Firmino's got posters of that guy on his wall.
That guy helps.
I love how earlier I went, that guy.
Yeah, you did say that guy.
That's how white.
You got to send it there.
That's how white you are. Yeah, you got to get Denchok at 3 pond.
Oh, God.
First one down the hill, win cheese. You get rugby tackled by some units at the bottom to stop your momentum. It's a quality day out.
Honestly,
like
I'm aware of the cheese rolling, and I'm so ready to do the cheese rolling. Like, you don't understand what a day that'd be.
We're just gonna turn up at Josh's house, and we're just gonna be there.
I watched a Vice video about it like not a few weeks ago, and there's this one woman
Zach
in it.
The Zach and Jay show did a video doing it, and they seemed to have good fun.
It's a belter. Yeah, we need to do that. Put it on my bucket list.
Maybe get instead of the Zach.
Bruno's not had enough shots for me tonight. He's barely
Zach HD.
Yeah, Joe 69 Zach HD could get down there.
Subscribe. Sam is a geographer. It's confirmed. I did do an A-level in geography, to be fair. So there you are. Only 1-1. It is only 1-1. 10 minutes left though. So could be a big 10 minutes for both teams here. Brighton pretty much will drag themselves out of this relegation dogfight altogether with a big win here tonight. I think Charlie's the type of guy who doesn't knock on doors, instead call them by his mobile standing in front of their door.
Well, that's just being polite, you know. Keep your distance these days.
Aye.
Cavani's coming off. Edison Cavani looks like he's coming
He's not done much. He's looked half a yard off, to be honest with me. He's not seen much of the ball, but he's also not.
Van der Beek coming on.
I don't think he's done enough.
Further forward then.
I think Pogba will probably go. Maybe even yeah, he might drop back. Pogba will go forward. Greenwood will probably go down the middle.
Yeah, I was thinking that. Yeah. Disappointing day at the office for Edison Cavani.
Yeah.
Hopefully the subs can make.
I don't think too many have been great, to be honest.
No, me neither.
No one's been horrifically bad, but everyone's just been poor. I think, like just average, like.
Mitch, there's a bit from Dan James coming up for you, and it is awful.
It is Kaka-esque, this through roll you're about to see.
Please don't put them in the same sentence. That there should be laws against that. One's a Ballon d'Or winner, the other's from Brazil, and no one really knows him.
You see what Charles changed his name to?
What, Charlie, do you like James Charles?
No, look at his name.
Charlie's taking over Sam's channel, Redgate-Large.
I want to put Mitch in a timeout. We can do that if you want. I can remove him from the stream and add him back again. Mitch was worried that he thought he was going to go.
Dan James Charles.
James seems to have gone out on the right. Bruno's
on the
right.
It is
United
2-1.
scored.
Mason Greenwood. What a stinky goal that is to concede and to score, but it's a goal. Greenwood, it came from a Paul Pogba volley back across the goal. And Mason Greenwood's just stuck his head in. Questions about the defending, questions about the goalkeeping, but it is 2-1. Manchester United. The comeback has happened, and they now just need to hold on for the final few minutes in order to get 3 points.
I think my prediction of 2-2 is.
That's a great goal. That's a really good goal.
At the start of the game.
I did. But we said all game that Greenwood looked sharp. He went flat when we tried to play down the left, but the ball's come into him there down the middle in the central areas, and he stuck his head in and got a scruffy goal from it.
Mm. And if it wasn't Mason Greenwood who's finishing that, it looked like Van der Beek in the right position.
Well, he started to move off. If you watched Van der Beek, he pulled the space and James went through it. It's just that change of legs. Do you know what I mean? When you try the same thing for so long, sometimes you have a few. We've taken a striker off there. There's been more movement. Like it's given Brighton something to think about, and suddenly Greenwood's found himself.
Ben White as well there.
Yeah, Ben
on
White
the
trying
line.
to stop it on the line.
Yeah, did everything right really there, Ben White. Except for me,
Scott McTominay coming on to sort of shit.
Yeah, Pogba's done his job now. Got himself an assist.
McTerminator on, that's the win.
Yeah, that'll be shut up shop now, won't it? Really, realistically. So there we go. Looks like they're shutting up shop. It looks like, I don't know, I'm going to double check how many likes we've got on the stream.
I'm happy to agree when he deserves that.
We are 1 like away from 20. 20 is the new goal.
That's 2-2 now for Greenwood, I think, isn't it?
I
think he scored. Yeah, he scored in the Leicester game.
Well, there you are. The more you know. 2-2. Basuma's just driving out again. You guys need to think about your man of the match for this game. You need to be thinking. We will ask you that in sort of the 87th, 88th minute. Let us know in the comments, guys, who has been your man of the match if you are watching the game. If not, just chuck a random player in there and we'll discuss it anyway.
That was my foot on the.
That better have been your foot.
I mean, if it did, everyone on the stream just heard it anyway. So
there we are. Oh, I made a prediction.
Oh, Ben White on the overlap, trying to get around Luke Shaw.
Brought it down there.
Right, Joe Hollands has just tried to call me on Snapchat again. Keeps doing it. He did it before. I just had to duck it, but he's done it again.
Is he in the stream?
I don't know if he is anymore.
Just relax, says Fellaini man of the match.
Fellaini man of the match. United will be signing Sam in the summer. I mean, I'd take it, but I don't think they would. You don't want some out of form centre half who hasn't gone for a run in 3 months. But yeah, never mind.
Shaw did well there to read that overlap.
Definitely did. It was good. I was about to call him Charlie then because I've totally lost the fact it's Shah. He's saying Greenwood for man of the match.
I'd agree with that.
Greenwood man of the match, yeah. So is Luke Shaw off the pitch? Oh, he's taking that throw in, that's why. So I really don't know. Is it that Alzate? Has he come on yet?
I think he's already. I don't know.
Oh no, Alzate came on. Yeah.
No, he didn't. He didn't. According to this, unless I need to. No, he hasn't come on yet. It will be Alzate.
Yeah, they're looking for him now.
Stephen Alzate.
Brighton are really piling on the pressure now. Though it's a wide open game.
Yeah, it could be. We could see some late drama here, guys. We really could.
The thing is, I think we actually don't look bad in these situations these days, whereas in the past we probably did, but we seem to be a lot more assured generally. You know what I mean? When we're happy to sit and just sort of absorb that now. The issue comes the other end when we've got too much of the ball.
I've been impressed with McAllister actually since he's come on. Working back, he's got a couple of tackles in, creating a few sort of passes and stuff like that. He's gobbing off a little bit of Fred there. Not sure why, but he is. Not sure who's coming on right now. It is Yakumbach and Zakiri.
Ali Reza, Yakumbach.
Thank you, Yakumbach. And Zakiri. Yakumbach scored that fantastic goal against Chelsea, if you remember.
Yeah.
Was it last season? Season before now. Overhead kick, absolute stunner of a goal.
And he hadn't scored for a while, has he? I don't think, because it's been his best season, so it's probably a while ago.
He's very much due a goal.
Is that a foreshadowing there, son?
Well, I ain't saying anything. It's just due a goal. That's all I'm saying. Morpie brought down by Fred. Maybe a book in there for Fred. Going into this, just looking at the match ratings, Pogba on an 8 match rating. I think that's maybe a little bit high for Paul Pogba. I haven't been impressed with him tonight, but that's their opinion. Mitch number 1 and number 2. He's changed his name again, Sharaz. We need to be aware of Trossard. Trossard has come off actually. Just relax. Oh, ball in. Good save there by Henderson, and he's gone down. Sometimes we play easy, then play hard. So we need one half to get properly warmed up. Wasn't it against Southampton? You were like, who was it? You were like 2-0 down against, and then in the second half,
Southampton, we did that. Yeah. That was when Cavani came on and bagged. Looked good.
Southampton came back from 2-0 down earlier, didn't they, against Burnley? Which looked like a cracking game on Match of the Day later.
There's been some absolute Barclays games this weekend, hasn't there?
Fantastic.
There has. It's the international break, honestly. It's that come off the international break. It's always a bit ropey, isn't it?
Yeah, it always makes it a bit more interesting. That's what we need at the minute as well. And there'll be a few more fresh legs as well now. A lot of people will have had a week and a half off sort of thing. Those who aren't in the national squads will have had a week and a half off. I was very lucky that the whistle blew before there. Mason Greenwood's just bought himself a yellow card there. We are in the 89th minute. So, Charlie, man of the match for tonight. Who are you going with?
I think you'd have to probably look at Mason Greenwood, who said he was a bright spark in the first half, and he's managed to bag himself a goal as well. proving that he's got something to show and that he probably should be having that striker's role that we were talking about earlier. For Brighton, I'd have probably gone with that guy Welbs because, he bagged himself a goal and he's just that guy.
His link-up play has been pretty good, actually, as well. I've been impressed with that today from Danny Welbeck. The game isn't over yet, though. Love to see how much added time. Hopefully, there's a couple of minutes to keep the entertainment going.
5 minutes at this point, isn't it? United. 5 minutes.
Chelsea had 9 minutes overall in the game against West Brom. They had 4 minutes at the end of the game. And there is a free kick in a very, very promising position there as Veltman is snapped by Dan James. At the edge of the box. That was just a clumsy tackle. Veltman not really going anywhere there. Mitch, do you agree with the Mason Greenwood man of the match?
Yeah. To be honest, it's been a bit few and far between. And even Greenwood himself had a bit of a quiet spell for about 20 minutes so in the second half. But he's come up with the goals, and it's not like a fantastic finish, but it's an important goal. It's a scruffy goal, so I think he's deserved it. Worked hard for the first time.
I'll be intrigued to see if VAR check that from that free kick. VAR might be checking that. We've got 4 minutes of added time. No doubts that there'll be a check.
Dan James has been poor since going on, hasn't he?
Dan James has been poor, yeah, Mitch.
He's been poor since going on. He's not really. He's offered us very little. He's just caused problems.
I just don't think he's the calibre of player that United need. I don't know where
I think he's got a place in the squad, but I don't think he's ever. He's got a very specific role in that you chuck him on the counter and things and against teams that'll pile forward.
The stream just stopped for us randomly. So we'll have to wait for it to come back on in 2 seconds. We'll read through VAR when they're still here and listening. No worries, mate. Glad you're on here. Liverpool 2019 or 2020 for you, Charlie? Oh, it's back on now.
Do you mean in regards to which team do I prefer and like how we played and stuff? Because I think I'd rather watch the Champions League run again from 2019. But obviously the Premier League, which was so long awaited for, was like unplayable at times. Well, for most of the time, except from that blip against Watford. It was like after the break for COVID, it was a bit iffy. But I'd say 2020 because I just don't think it gets much better than that.
Thanks a lot for the live stream. I really enjoyed it. You guys are awesome. I hope I didn't annoy you too much. You got a sub from me. No worries, mate. Thank you for stopping by. We've appreciated you having you in the chat with some good questions. Really kept the chat alive. So thank you, mate. And have an awesome night to you too as well. Josh's dinner is done and dusted. Eggs.
Clean plate.
To see me through the night.
Eggs.
Yeah, eggs.
Oh, Easter eggs.
Easter eggs.
Oh, Easter eggs.
Oh, you really need to specify those.
Yeah, come on, Josh.
Come on, man.
We've got the average IQ of 3 here, so
come on. We can't be having dippy eggs after dinner, can we?
Dippy eggs, egg and soldiers.
Aye.
Egg yolk chasers.
What
Easter eggs are we on?
Oh, I got Maltesers Easter egg.
Yakenbach has found a bit of space there. Can they get the ball in? Oh, rubbish ball from Gross. Needed to be a bit further away from Luke Shaw. Goes out for a corner for Brighton. Maybe last chance saloon for Brighton and Hove Albion to nick a point. Can they get revenge from last year? The last game.
It was last year, I think.
Yakenbach.
It was last year.
Recycles play out wide.
Whips it in.
There was an offside in question there.
Yeah, and it's gone for offside. And Dean Henderson will take his time. And, he'll take his time and it won't take long. And there's a bit of argy-bargy going on.
The keeper went up for that corner, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Lewis Dunk and Harry Maguire, the two slabheads, having a bit of disagreement there. And
expert analysis, this.
Both of them look like they should be on Corrie.
Yeah, they do. I'm more scrambled eggs, lads. Maltesers Easter egg elite. I actually have one of them. Oh, I don't have it in here.
I've got a Maltesers on the sheet. I've polished off a Yorkie one today, but I got a Maltesers on the sheet.
In the fridge. I don't know how we feel about keeping chocolate
in the fridge.
I've got mine in the fridge because it was really warm.
See, I'm a chocolate in the fridge man, but I don't tend to put my eggs in there. Well,
I won't grab the eggs. You're definitely going to get it in 2 hours then. Slapheads, that's what you call them. Great sound.
Thanks, I appreciate it. And it looks like the time has been wound down here.
That was a full minute to take a free kick for Dean Henderson there.
Yeah, and the argy-bargy stuff. Everything that went on. We might have an extra minute here, guys. An extra minute of play. Ooh.
Dan James nearly got on the end of it.
Nearly blocked the clearance from Sanchez there. They need to get the ball up the pitch quickly if they have an opportunity here. The ref isn't going to blow his whistle just yet. They've got a little bit of an opportunity. Can they get the ball forward now? Moving it out right to this left-hand side. Looking through for Morpie. Morpie does okay, but Harry Maguire's won it, and it's played into Dan James' feet. Has he blown up?
Yeah,
he has blown up. And that is the end of the game. It is 2-1. Manchester United, a vital 3 points for Manchester United. As I'm hoping Mitch was clapping there. I can't quite work out what that noise was.
Good 3 points. There you go. A little bit more.
You're all Muppets supporting United.
Thank you, Woody. I know it's been a tough decade. I know.
2 of us don't support United though, so we're all right. Only Mitch supports United. Exactly. Mitch is a Muppet. We've been telling him that. Look at the haircut. We've been telling him that for ages.
That's harsh.
If you are new around here, Woody, be sure to smash that like button, hit subscribe for plenty more content. So we will have a bit of a match debrief as the players walk off the pitch. Harry Maguire looks a little bit irritated and a little bit angry, but we will have a look at the got a few comments coming in. Enjoy the evening, been a pleasure. Thanks for stopping by, Josh. I appreciate it. That is a mad Barnet, and don't worry, I'll give him a fade as well. So I'll just get on and I'll share the screen, and let me just remove Shah's comment off the screen so we can see more. And we will have a look at the team ratings and how that leaves the table. So here we go. So here we are. We will start off with the attacking momentum here, which is along here. And as you can see, in that first half, sort of up to about here, it was kind of even. Manchester United did actually end up, taking the most of their chances and ended up creating a little bit more in that second half, which was kind of expected, I guess. They had a quick start, as we can see here, but Brighton made the most of their one opportunity. Right, we'll have a look at the player ratings. Dean Henderson, 6.7, probably deserved. Not a fantastic game for Henderson, but not a bad game. Defence, again, not a bad game, not a good game, just sort of an average game. Paul Pogba and Bruno Fernandes with an 8 match rating. Not so sure on that. Charlie, what do you think?
I think Pogba was probably deserved. I think I saw a lot more of him than Fernandes. But yeah, I'm not sure about Fernandes with the 8 match rating, but Pogba was probably up there. Yeah, he had a part to play in the winning goal as well.
Yeah, what do you think, Mitch?
Yeah, echo it really. I don't think Fernandes was a little bit quiet. Didn't get too much of the ball. I don't think he asserted himself too much. But Pogba was a little bit more bright. I don't think everything he tried came off, but he was spraying passes a lot. And like Charlie said, he got the assist, so productive.
Yeah, exactly. Marcus Rashford, 6.8, maybe a little bit harsh. He grew into that second half, maybe just with that potential injury which he picked up. He maybe should have stayed on a little bit longer. Edison Cavani, not quite at it today. Looking at Brighton's team, Bissouma, who Charlie was raving about with the highest rating from Brighton's team, no surprises there really, and the other 2 with high ratings or above 7 match ratings are Neil Maupay and Danny Welbeck. Maupay got that lovely cross for Danny Welbeck's goal, so no surprises there for them. And I think Maupay and Danny Welbeck specifically had a good game. We'll just have a look at the subs. McAllister, 6.5, Yakenbach, 6.5, and then 6.8 for Daniel James. I didn't expect that to be that high, I must say. Donny van der Beek, 6.3. Not a good 8-10 minutes there for Van der Beek.
I thought Van der Beek had a better 10 minutes than James. A lot better.
I must say, I thought that. But there you are. And just looking at the stats on the left-hand side here, 15 total shots for Manchester United, 7 on target and 6 off target. Definitely a deserved win for Manchester United. There were questions until that Greenwood goal. But how does this shape up the table? So Manchester United now sit 14 points with a game in hand on Manchester City. Manchester City look like they are running away with this Premier League title. Man United still in with a sniff, though. Maybe have still got a chance, barring a minor miracle. Still can be mathematically done. Mitch, will you be happy with second, or are you just going to keep pushing, fighting each game and hoping that Leicester don't overtake you?
I don't think they will, to be honest. I think anything less than second now is disappointing because we've sat there for so long. It has to be now. Like, got to be second. You've got to finish stronger, haven't you? And regardless of, it's a good thing to take into next season, isn't it? Being the second best team in the league. So it's not a trophy, but it's personal, isn't it? For the players, they've got to look at that and think, yeah, one spot off the top. So they've got to finish second now.
Yeah, precisely. And just looking at Brighton's fixtures, we're just going to have a quick look just to see who they've got. Should they be worried or should they not be worried for the upcoming games? So let's have a look. They've got Aston Villa who are out of form at the moment. What was the score earlier? Did you see the score earlier?
They won in the end, 3-1.
Aston Villa did?
Yeah, they won 3-1.
Fair enough. So Villa, who aren't in the best of form either way. Crystal Palace, West Bromwich Albion, Leicester City, Southampton, Newcastle, Manchester United, which was obviously tonight. That's who they've played in recent weeks, which means, it's maybe they should have got a little bit more out of these games coming into it. I think West Bromwich Albion and Crystal Palace, they should have got more. But, against a Aston Villa side that was struggling again, maybe they should have got more. But they have Everton and Chelsea to come, which is two huge games for them. And we'll just check the next set of fixtures. Sheffield United, Leeds United, Wolves, West Ham, Manchester City and Arsenal on the final day. They need to get some points between Sheffield United, Leeds and Wolves if they want to stay up, because they cannot rely on that final three games and Everton and Chelsea to get the points. Otherwise, they will be in a relegation battle. Are we still confident that Brighton will stay up this season?
Yeah, I think they're fine there, personally. There's enough games for them there to be fine and finish pretty strongly. It's whether they do it or not. But
if one of Brighton or Newcastle do go down, I think they'd probably bounce straight back up anyway, depending on what players they can keep and who will jump ship. I wouldn't mind if Brighton go down because it'd probably mean Liverpool could get Ive Bissouma on the cheap for the departing by now.
Yeah. There'd be a raid on there. They've got a few players. It'd be a very harsh thing to see them go down because I said at the start of the season, I think they were a very, very good team. I think on paper they are. They just hadn't quite happened for them.
Yeah, I think I totally agree with that, actually, Mitch. Like I said earlier on, they are definitely the biggest underperformers this season.
Definitely, yeah.
That has been the unfortunate thing for Brighton for the most part. But that concludes today's show. So I'll stop sharing the screen. We'll have a read through some comments which have come through, and we will conclude the show. I'll change this so you can see us all a little bit better. So Woody says that is a mad Barnet. Don't worry, I will give him a fade. Bye, guys. Have a nice rest of your night. We'll stay till the end of the stream, but yeah, still, no worries, mate. Thank you for stopping by. Appreciate it. And if there is anyone still new, be sure to smash that like button, hit subscribe. We've done quite well for viewers tonight, actually, consistent viewers, which is even better. Dan James, shocking. Yeah, he's not been great tonight. Not his finest hour in a Manchester United shirt for. Is it me or is Charlie's mic so low? It's because we're on the same mic, because otherwise it'd echo because we're in the same room. That's why. Sorry, Mitch, you're probably a sound lad. He is a very sound lad. He is a very, very sound lad. But that concludes today's stream and the weekend streams. We do have a stream coming on Wednesday, and we might be... me and Josh might be testing something out to see if we can stream to my channel and to his channel at the same time, because you guys requested it. You wanted more of me and Josh together. So we are going to test that out and see if we can get it all sorted for you guys. If you are new around here, be sure to like and subscribe. If you know anyone who would enjoy a little bit of banter, a little bit of mocking Charlie, a little bit of mocking Mitch, and a little bit of mocking me, be sure to share it to them and get them as a fan of this channel. Have you enjoyed yourself tonight, Mitch?
It's been great. It's been good. United won. Some good banter, some good Easter egg commentary, pineapple pizzas. Been good. Bit of everything, lads. Bit of everything. We're on to the weekend.
Bit of everything that you need. Thank you for joining us tonight, Mitch. And Charlie, you are now the second most. second most capped player, if you will. How does it feel?
It's always great to make an appearance for such a prestigious club. Horse.
Of course.
It's just one of them, isn't it?
Bye, Sam. You'll never walk alone, says Woody. Sticking up with Charlie there.
Love you, Woody.
That. Mitchie, happy that you never got bullied. Bye, Sam. Bye, everyone. Have a nice night. So that will conclude tonight's stream. Thank you for watching. Stay safe and, most importantly, subscribe to the channel. Cheers.